Hey, welcome to Genre Exposure, a film podcast. Join us as we explore the wide world of cinema, broaden our horizons one movie at a time. I'm one of your hosts, Dustin, and as usual, I am here with Jason.
Hey, everybody, and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, my dude. If everything goes to plan, you're hearing this on October 31st.
If you're listening to a podcast on Halloween.
Day of release, yeah. Happy Halloween to all.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. Hope it's been a good month for you. Hope you've had some frights and some chills and watched some good horror flicks.
Even if you can't do the one a day, at least maybe you can get in some,
I have fallen
films.
Way short of one a day, my friend.
I have too, unfortunately. This has not been a good season for me right now.
No, too much adult shit.
Yeah, but we got a fun one for today. We're not talking about one movie, we're talking about a franchise.
We're talking about too many movies.
13 to be exact. He's the king right now, right? Right? Because Jason's at 12, so...
Yep. We're talking about the Halloween franchise.
Halloween franchise, Michael Myers. The brainchild of John Carpenter and many other creators along the way.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a lot like our Friday the 13th one we did. We're going to talk about, all the films broadly. We're going to rank them. We're going to talk about favorites and least favorites and this and that. And just to do a big, broad...
Yeah, nothing too deep. Just having
waltz
some fun.
through the franchise.
Yeah.
Before all that, we're going to do all our usual stuff. I have watched a few things I do want to talk about, especially a franchise I'm running down now suddenly due to unforeseen viewing. But first, we are part of the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, and we love it. And there's all kinds of other cool shows you can check out and listen to. Some for film, some for some other hobbies and interests. Cracktastic Plastic, their toy podcast is still running, I think. That's super cool. Go over there, see what everybody else is up to. Spread the love. Find you some cool shows to listen to help you get through the day.
Damn straight.
Now, what have you been watching, my friend?
I've managed to watch a few things. Let's see what is worth talking about. I did watch. Let's see. I'll talk about Unwelcome.
Okay.
Now, this is a movie that was actually recommended by Daniel from the Cobwebs channel.
Okay.
When he talked about.
Oh yeah, we debated about this because I was like, I don't know after those Tubi films.
I think he has like an 80%, hitting average. I really do.
Yeah. About like us, right?
But no, this is a movie from 2022, and it kind of fell under my radar. I never really heard about it until I saw it on the Cobwebs channel. But it's Irish, set in Ireland. It's about this couple after they are attacked violently in their home.
Oh.
The husband inherits a house from his grandmother, and it's like out in the woods in Ireland. They were living in London. So they go, but they're quickly informed that they must feed the little people who live behind this gate on their property.
Oh, it's like a fae thing.
Yeah, it is. Very much so.
Neat.
Red caps, to be precise.
Oh.
So did you ever see that movie, Hollow?
No.
Hallow?
No.
No, it's also about little people, about fairies. And it's like, dark, evil fairies like they used to be. So this is sort of a mashup between that and Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay.
Because they have trouble with some of the locals.
So it's from all sides.
Yeah. It's a fun movie. It's not like the best thing ever. It's a little slight, but I mean, it's a good way to spend an hour and a half.
I like horror films about fairies, and there's not a lot of them. So.
Right. So you get some cool little creature effects, and I'm a sucker for that. I love a good monster movie. And these are like bigger versions. They look like bigger versions from the troll in Cat's Eye.
Ooh.
So they look good and evil and menacing. And Colm Meaney is in it. He plays a bad guy, which I don't like to see. But he played Chief O'Brien in the Star Trek franchise. Really good actor, really fun actor.
Love him.
But he can also play a really good bad guy. So if you like, fairy type movies, if you like, it's a good folk horror kind of thing. Check it out.
Do you know why they call them red caps?
Because they wore red caps?
They dipped their hats in blood.
Ooh, they didn't do that in this. Well, there was a little bit of something like that in this, but yeah. So I recommend it.
It's a little fairy lore for you.
Nice, I like it. I also watched Frogman.
Okay, I've seen that floating out there.
Yeah, found footage from 2023. Basically, it's about this guy. When he was a kid, he's convinced he caught the frogman on camera, and it's like a cryptid in Loveland, Ohio. I don't think it's actually like a real cryptid. I think they made it up. Is it?
The Loveland
okay.
Frogman, yeah.
Okay, cool. So then years later, he's like a failed filmmaker. He decides, well, I'm going to go back and make a documentary, and I'm going to try to find the frogman.
I already love everything about this.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And it also features some music by the band Frog Lord.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're British, but they're like a really fun kind of stoner doom band.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they did a song for this called Frogman.
Oh, sweet. I'll put that in the notes then.
Yeah, that's really good. Another one I will talk about is Marrowbone.
Heard of it, never seen it.
Another movie that flew under my radar from 2017.
Look at you just being all modern.
I know. Isn't it weird? Isn't it crazy? But this one was fun because it has Anya Taylor-Joy in it.
Okay.
It has Mia Goth in it.
Oh.
It has, what's his name? Kyle Solar? He's the guy who plays,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll have to edit this part.
Uh-oh. No, it's staying in.
He's the guy that plays Cyril on Andor.
Oh, okay.
And I believe he probably got that job on Andor from his performance in this movie.
So that's why you didn't fish for me to answer, because you knew I wouldn't.
I knew you wouldn't. Yeah.
Still not watched it.
Andor, dude, you need to watch Andor. Like seriously, no joking. It is so fucking good. It's the best Star Wars thing since Empire.
That we don't have a Patreon, but if we did, that would be the kind of shit we would do. It would be like, oh, here's a bounty. If we raise this much money, we'll make Dustin watch Andor. Oh, here's a bounty. If we raise this much money, we'll make Dustin watch this.
That'd be great. I'm down for that. But yeah, he plays like this kind of a vicious little prick, which is exactly what he plays on Andor. And it's a good movie. I liked it a lot. It definitely has horror elements, but it's also very much sort of a drama. But it has some very spooky, unsettling moments, and it gets pretty emotional.
Okay.
But I recommend it. It's on, oh my gosh, I think it's on Shudder, perhaps. It's on one of the streaming channels.
Can't go wrong with Shudder.
And one last one I will talk about real quick, because it's one I never saw for some reason, but I finally got around to watching Death Becomes Her.
You've never seen Death Becomes Her?
I never saw Death Becomes Her from 1992, which is weird. But I think it was because it's Robert Zemeckis. Mm-hmm. And I know this was like, originally it was going to be a Tales from the Crypt episode.
Right.
But they just made it full length. And I don't know why I didn't watch it, because I love Tales from the Crypt.
And you can tell that it was meant to be an episode.
Oh, it's very Tales from the Crypt, yeah. So I'm not really sure why I didn't. Maybe because the trailer was like so comedic. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, 90s comedies were just fucking awful. And I was in my really pretentious stage.
Depends, but yeah.
That some people might argue I never got out of. I was watching like Tarantino and crap like that, and watching more foreign films, Hong Kong movies and stuff. And it just looked stupid.
But now that you've watched it.
Now that I've watched it, I like it.
Yes.
I don't love it. It's not perfect. It's got problems.
Sure.
But
it does.
It's a fun example of what was happening in the 90s. You could tell it was supposed to be a Tales from the Crypt episode. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was kind of also weird watching Bruce Willis in a movie that I liked and in a performance that I liked.
And he's not like usual meathead action star guy.
And it's unfortunate what's happened to him, so I'm not going to hold all of these movies that he made so quickly, so crappily. He was making as much money as he could for his family.
He was playing the game.
That's fine. It's fine. But even you can argue for the last 20 years he's just been phoning it in. But
sure.
But it was funny because I was watching it and I was like, oh wow, he's really funny. But then it was like, wait a minute, no, he started off as a comedian and then he became this action star that was humorless and had no, he wasn't funny at all anymore.
Which is sad because when you look at some stuff like the first Die Hard, he's got a lot of quips in there.
Right. Right. But then somewhere along the way, he just became stoic action dude, number 15.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all I'll talk about. I got a few more, but I might save those for later.
Great film. We're going to scattershot around here. Probably broke some rules with this one because it's not technically a horror film, but
you can watch non-horror in October. It's okay.
This month, Arrow had some interesting releases come out. One of including the 1997 box office bomb adaptation of a comic book, Spawn.
Yes. Now, I know you're much more fond of this movie than I was when I saw it.
When the comics for this came out, I lost my damn mind. I loved it. It was like everything that was cool about Venom in Spider-Man, but its own character and lore, and more darker and more cooler and more edgier.
Speaking of 90s stuff, oh my god. That 90s dark, edgy superhero.
And I was all about it. I loved it so much. Famously, we had HBO when I was a kid, and I wanted to watch the animated series, and my parents screened it because it aired late at night. And the first episode has like a moment where it shows like a sex scene. So then I was banned from watching it, which just made me want to watch it even more.
Of course.
But this movie, it's PG-13. It's more. It's been the edges are cut off, right, to make it a little more appealing. They wanted it to be the next big, like, this was going to be the next Batman and just like take over everything and merchandising, and it was going to be huge.
Sure.
Directed by Mark A.Z. DePay. Only other things to his credits are just like garbage shit. Disney's Halloween Town High. A Marmaduke CGI adaptation. Multiple CGI Garfield films.
It's a strange choice for a director on this, for sure. This is like something like, you may disagree with me, but this is something like Sam Raimi should have done.
Oh, he would have been great with it. Yeah. And I say that as someone who doesn't like a lot of the superhero stuff he's done, but if he actually leaned on the horror side, like Spawn would be perfect for him.
Yeah.
Crazy fucking cast in this film. I just want to run down some of the main people. Michael Jai White as the titular Spawn. Al Simmons.
He's awesome.
He's great. Great pick for the role. Great. He gets like that. He can be brutal when he needs to be brutal, but he has that emotional side, which is very important to the character. Yeah. His boss and evil scheming mastermind, Jason Wynn, played by a fucking unhinged at his most Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen.
Yeah, people forget that Martin Sheen was like, crazy before his kid,
He literally in every scene in this film looks like he is just like on the most massive pile of coke that he just snorted. And is just like fucking insane.
Maybe he was method acting like he did in Apocalypse Now, where he literally got drunk for pretty much every scene.
Could be. Then, of course, we have Spawn's rival, the Clown, a.k.a. the Demon Violator, played in a masterful role by John Leguizamo.
I mean, he's giving it his all.
He does give it his all. It's fucking awesome. And then there's some little, like, standout
Mindy
people.
Clark's in it.
Mindy Clark, yeah.
I guess she was going by Melinda.
Melinda Clark. She's Jessica Priest, the assassin that kills Spawn, which, fun fact, is like a retcon thing, but we don't have to get into that because we're not a comic book podcast.
Yes, let's don't, please.
Miko Hughes. If you're a big New Nightmare fan.
Engage, yeah.
Yeah. He plays a young homeless kid named Zach, which was their attempt to have a kid-friendly angle that Spawn saves him and kind of looks out for him, and he's in the periphery, not doing much most of the time. And Nicole Williamson, kind of more of a traditional, respected type actor. Yeah. I always know him from Exorcist 3, but then he's also in Excalibur. He plays Cagliostro, which is this homeless dude that's kind of his mentor.
I forgot he was in that.
A former Spawn from the medieval age.
I forgot all about that.
Also a character they kind of had to take care of because of licensing issues, but he made it into this film.
Still the best Merlin ever. He played in Excalibur.
He's a great Merlin, dude. But this film, it's fun, it's crazy, it's over the top, it's super dumb. It's very cheesy. It's got terrible, terrible CG.
Oh, man, those hell scenes.
Probably one of the worst things is like the big bad of Spawn at the start was this demon called Malbolgia. And he's the one who makes like the Spawn symbiotes and recruits people and all that shit. And he's purely just a CGI monster in this. Yeah. Voiced by Frank Welker.
Which is awesome.
I'm going to say I think that Welker's a bad pick for this character.
Well, he sounds too much like the Inspector Gadget bad guy.
Yeah, Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw, thank you. Yeah. Yes.
So he's only ever there as like a big CGI talking head that's kind of rocking back and forth. Yeah. And man, it just looks so shitty. And like hell itself, it looks like a video game stage almost. It's like these weird textures over everything. And like they made some. I love the Spawn suit. The suit itself is really cool. Yeah. It's a full on like big molded prosthetic suit thing. I like that they give it that kind of like slickness to it, where it's supposed to be.
He also actually looks like the comic book character.
Yeah, like you would never look at him and not think like, who's that though?
Right.
Other than the cool badass giant cape, which they couldn't figure out how to do practically, and so instead it kind of like retracts in most of the time and then just comes out for big moments and is a huge CGI sprawling cape.
Right.
Which most of the time looks bad, except for a few like low light moments where it's nice.
It was very ambitious for the time, I guess.
It was. It's not a great film. I'll always love it just because I have such a dear love of the franchise. Mm-hmm. They've been supposedly making a new one for years now. Blumhouse has kind of been attached and back and forth, and
Blumhouse needs to stop devouring properties. Seriously,
we'll put a pin in that. We'll talk about Blumhouse plenty here in a minute. But whatever, it was fun. It was fun to revisit. Unless you have some attachment to this franchise, I wouldn't seek it out.
Right.
Unless you're just like, I need to see every big comic book movie of the 90s or something. But whatever.
I feel sorry for you if you do.
Got to shout out Michael for this one. From 1983, I checked out Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Okay, something to watch that.
Based on some Ray Bradbury stuff, and he actually wrote the script, and you can really tell it because there's a very prosaic dialogue and narration in it. This is like one of those Disney things that kind of falls in the cracks, right? Came out like early 80s. It's been, I think it had a VHS release, but it's been like vaulted for forever.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time on Disney Plus, they don't even put it on there. They did put it on there this month for October. I don't know if that's like a permanent thing or like a catch it for the Halloween times and then it's gone. But yeah, it's just this like small rural American town, and this creepy circus rolls in and starts like granting people's wishes, but it's doing the whole monkey paw thing and twisting them and making them go wrong somehow or have a terrible cost attached to them.
Right.
And it's just about two young boys just having their precarious life. You would fucking love it, Jason. It's totally a kids in peril film.
Yeah.
And in fact, when I started watching it, Tiffany wasn't going to watch it. And then she was like, "Did Jason pick this for the podcast?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Huh, that's weird."
I see children in peril. That must be weird.
But then she got drawn in by it too. It's actually a really good movie, really poignant. It's not that scary. I mean, there's some cool, like, creepy moments, but...
yeah, maybe when you were a kid it would have been scary.
It's a great, like, intro horror film for kids, I think.
Yeah.
And the story is good enough and has enough going on and depth to it that, like, as an adult, you can watch it and still appreciate it a ton, too.
It's Jonathan Pryce is the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
He's really cool.
And he fucking kills it.
Mr. Dark.
Mr. Dark, yep.
Not very subtle, but...
No, it's very on the nose, but that's how it should be. Mm-hmm. But I was impressed with how fun it was. What else? Okay. I'm just going to run through this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with Michael Jackson's Ghosts?
Yes, I've seen scenes from it. Mm-hmm. I know it exists. I know Stan Winston had some hand in it.
Yes.
It looked frightening and off-putting, much like Michael Jackson himself.
So the other day, we were watching some video about, like, I guess, like, dance routines. And that actually made the list. And then Tiffany's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "You don't know Ghosts?"
Yeah.
And so it sent me down a rabbit hole. I revisited it to show her.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about it in many, many years, like most people, I imagine. But it's just this weird thing, 96. And they were like, "You know what? We're going to do the Thriller thing again. We're going to get in like horror people, big budget, big effects. We're going to do a song, but have like a short film cased around it. It's 100% let's do Thriller again and make it big." And it flopped.
Yeah.
It didn't do good.
Right.
And there's different reasons you could say for that. So the plot is like unhinged almost, right? Because Thriller's pretty simple, right? It's a couple on a date. They go to the movie. She gets scared.
It's revolutionary. It's still the best music video ever.
Spirals out of control. So this is this grand plot about this rural American town. And this eccentric magician named Maestro moves into the old haunted house on the hill. Mm-hmm. Which it is cool, like classic archetypes, I guess. But on a dark and stormy night, the town all rallies around together by their mayor to march up there, torch in hand, very Frankenstein-esque, and demand Maestro leave the town because all the kids have been going up there to see him. And they've been hanging out and spending a lot of time with him. And you're already laughing because it does go there. Uh-huh. He's been like showing them magic tricks and telling them all these ghost stories, and they just think he's a bad influence and he's going to hurt these kids,
right?
And they want him gone.
Yeah. And
so yes, this was 96, so this is kind of post the initial accusations against Michael Jackson, and it's fucking wild because that's literally the plot of this short film is like him addressing that.
He's like this misunderstood genius, and no one can comprehend what he's doing or why he's doing it, and they should just leave him alone, let him do whatever he's doing.
But then the best thing too, though, that said mayor that is opposing him is played by Michael Jackson in full on like makeup and a fat suit.
Yeah.
He literally looks like Roger Ebert, which is the other crazy thing. I actually thought it was him at first, and then until it gets to the part where he gets possessed and dances, and then I was like, oh wait, yeah, this was like a whole like makeup marvel at the time.
Right.
But yeah, so they march in there, they accuse him of all these wrongdoings and challenge him, and you can tell that Michael Jackson had a heavy hand in the plot because it gets into a part where like the mayor starts insulting him, and these could only be insults written from the mind of a man like Michael Jackson, because the insults are like, "You're a weirdo, you're a freak, you're a freaky freak." Like that's the worst you could say to someone ever in your life.
Yeah.
Because just the childlike mentality or whatever. I don't know. I'm not here to defend him or accuse him of anything, but I'm just talking about ghosts. So it builds up this whole to-do, and then they decide, like, okay, let's have a competition. Let's all try to scare each other, and whoever gets scared first has to leave. And then it ensues into, like, one of the craziest extended dance numbers you'll probably ever see in your life. And I don't want to sell it too short, because it is incredibly talented and incredibly well choreographed.
Oh, no one could argue that he was talented.
He summons up an armada of ghosts, very much like the backup dancers from Thriller, and they just have this full-on crazy dance routine that escalates further and further. You may know it from some memes. There's some great scenes where he like poses and screams, very much like the other video where he like jumps up on the car and screams.
Right.
But these are even more like awkward poses and longer screams, so they're really funny. But yeah, then it's this huge dance routine, and it escalates. So like he eventually like hops out of his body and becomes a CGI skeleton.
Yeah.
And the CGI is bad, but as you're watching it, you notice that like the movements and everything are so fluid and so perfect. This was like a very early use of motion capture technology. And they even in the credits kind of show you some of the behind the scenes, and you see him with all the like white balls on, doing the dances for them to like digitize it and put it on this little like CGI skeleton. Fucking crazy. And then the big huge climax is that he possesses the mayor and makes him start dancing, which since it's played by him, he can perfectly do all the moves. And it's super fucking surreal to see this like pasty fat Roger Ebert looking dude like fucking busting it out like Michael Jackson.
Right.
So it's really funny. It's really crazy. It's fucking weird. You in life, you must see this once. Whether you like it or not, it needs to be experienced.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's easy to get at. And yeah, man.
It's very much a vanity project.
Directed by Stan Winston. Stephen King helped come up with ideas and write the script for it. It's weird and it's overindulgent. And I don't know what else to say about it.
Yep. That's about all you can say.
Now, there are two more films I want to talk about. One I'm going to be very brief on, and then one I'll brush us through. You had a birthday party this month.
I did.
You did. It was very fun. At one point, you put on a horror film in the background just to have on.
I forgot about some of the scenes. Because there were children present.
A film I had never seen from 1995 called Jacko. Terrible film.
It's terrible.
I, in the interim, since your party, went back and watched it all.
Yeah, it's bad.
Fucking garbage.
It
dude.
is
It's
garbage.
really bad.
It is garbage.
There's like a wizard.
Yeah.
And he's like doing spells and magic and stuff. And then also there's a dude with like a pumpkin on his head with a scythe.
Yeah.
And there's little kids in peril.
Yeah.
And
it's just fun to have on the background of a party. That's the only reason I would recommend watching, or actually not watching.
But so there was this great moment where we were pretty late in the party at this point, and you had it on, and everyone decides to go outside for a moment, get some fresh air. I think we were looking at someone's van or something, right? Michael's van. He's got a cool van now. And so it's me and Tiffany, your wife Karen, and Michael's kid.
Yeah.
Little baby. So don't worry, no one was traumatized in this.
No.
And we're just chilling, and Karen's playing with the baby, and I'm kind of half glancing to the screen, kind of being like, "What the fuck is this movie, dude?" And then I look to the kid, fun kid, and then next thing I know, I hear water, like rushing water, and I look back, and I remember thinking it was weird that when I saw the opening credits, it said Linnea Quigley, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Linnea Quigley film I've never seen." Full on, like her in long extended, like maybe even more minutes long shower scene.
Yeah.
Fully nude, perky nipples, soaping herself up, massaging herself.
Man. That's what she does.
Caressing the thigh, putting the leg up on the side of the tub.
That's why you hired Linnea Quigley.
And we're all just like, yo,
Let's change this.
because before everyone departed to go outside, there were like numerous kids milling about.
Yeah.
And so it was the funniest thing for you to come back in, and she just reams you. And was like, "What were you thinking putting this on?"
I was like, I don't remember. Also, I don't have kids, so I don't always think about like, it's...
So funny. But terrible film. Don't recommend it. Look up that scene with Linnea Quigley if you're a fan.
No, it's a terrible movie. Just throw it in the background of your Halloween party.
And it is on Shudder.
Yeah.
So then my final stopping point for today.
Okay.
Another thing happened that night of your birthday party.
Uh-oh.
It was officially, maybe some of you know about this if you're diligent horror fans, the return of Up All Night with Rhonda Shear.
Right.
I don't know if people have seen this news, but there's like a YouTube channel called Kings of Horror. They're very focused on like indie horror films, and I think they've like maybe released some stuff, but they also license stuff to stream on YouTube, and they put together this whole thing with Rhonda Shear to bring back Up All Night in the same format as it was, but it's going to be now like a streaming thing on YouTube.
Yeah. So this, for those who don't know, it was an old show on
USA.
Yep. That it came on like Friday nights, Saturday nights.
Friday or Saturday, yeah.
Yeah. Does USA even still exist?
I don't think
no
so.
fucking clue. But yeah, this is like where you can go to watch like risque movies, sort of. Even though they were still censored, they weren't censored quite as heavily as other places might.
It was late at night. You had like a film host, much in the way of like Monster Vision with Joe Bob or anything else.
Yeah.
But unlike Monster Vision, this one was a little broader than just horror. It did very lean heavily into horror, but you also got action films, crime films,
exploitation, a lot of exploitation,
a lot of erotic thrillers, which
Yeah.
is where my obsession began. And they've had different hosts. They had like Gilbert Gottfried for a while, which was weird.
Yeah.
But truly, I think if anyone enjoyed it, the standout host was Rhonda Shear.
Yes.
It was fucking gorgeous, great personality, great like TV host personality.
Yeah.
And this was just that same thing again. They had an A film and they had a B film, in two different segments. It had, regularly it would cut back out to her and she would comment on what had been going on or have some dumb skit going on.
Mm-hmm.
They kept commercials in, and I liked it because it's just their sponsors basically.
Right.
So a lot of the ads were very like, it was all things we cared about. Like there was ads for Rue More magazine. There was ads for like, I didn't know this, but apparently Rhonda Shear has a lingerie line now.
Makes sense.
She has a book about her time working on Up All Night and her career. So it was just really like, I assume they'll probably pick up more sponsors as it goes, but it was very, it didn't waste your time to watch the commercials, which is fun.
Right.
She had special guests on, even Linnea Quigley, speaking of her.
Awesome.
And the A film was Hell House LLC, which is a movie that I love, you love.
Uh-huh. Great movie. First one's
Great
fantastic.
film. Fucking banger. Like, 5 stars, done.
Yeah.
Great. No notes. It's really cool found footage in that sort of like part documentary, part actual found footage.
Yeah, has some actually genuinely creepy parts.
About some kids renting out an old hotel to turn it into a Halloween haunt, but it's really haunted and things go wrong.
Yep.
Super fun, super great. I think it's still up. You can watch like the version with her little segments in there.
Cool.
I'll put a link to it in the show notes. And I guess I'll mention the B film, though I won't talk about it in too much detail. The B film, and it definitely was a B movie, was 2012's Hayride.
I never heard of it.
The director is Taron R. Parsons. His only other film is a sequel to Hayride called Hayride 2.
Hayrider.
Really bad. I know why they picked it, because it paired with Hell House in theme. It's about a bunch of college students going back to their hometown, and the lead has this like fear from when they were a little kid about this haunted hayride that happened every year, and they all go back to it so he can face his fear, but there's like a killer and a mask and everything that you expect ensues. It's fucking terrible.
Right.
I just kept watching it to see more Rhonda and get to the end of it and support it. But that was kind of the order of the day back then. Like they would always have 2 films, and the first one would usually be like, you get hyped about it. And then the second one, you're rolling that die, and maybe you like it, and maybe you don't. Maybe you just go ahead and drift off to sleep. But very cool. I hope that keeps going. I hope it takes off for them. Now, what this did, though, was made me realize I hadn't seen all the Hell House films after the first one. And so we'll come back to this maybe next episode. But old Dustin's been going down the well.
Ooh.
Straight into the lake of fire.
I warned you. I warned you.
But on that note, let's talk about what we're actually here for.
Yeah. Halloween movies.
Hell yeah. Right, so today, on this most holiest of Halloweens, in the year of our Satanic Master 2025, we're talking about celebrating the Halloween franchise. One of the greats of the slasher series, eternal horror icon Michael Myers. And we're going to run through this bitch like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
So I've got some different topics that I came up with. Right. I scavenged these from our Friday the 13th episode so we can have some slight similarity between them, and we can just copy this format for future things.
Sure.
If we've done these two, I feel like we really got to do Nightmare on Elm Street at some point. So.
Oh, see, I would actually look forward to that one.
Yeah. So we're just gonna start from where my list begins. I mean, I don't think we need to define Halloween or any of that really too much. Do you?
You mean the Halloween franchise?
Yeah.
No, I think everyone's pretty familiar with those.
So just go ahead and get the fuck in the car. And the first thing I want to start with, and just do this right out the gate, who's your favorite Michael Myers? So it's weird, right? Because like Freddy, we've only got Robert Englund basically, and there's the remake, and that's it.
Right.
And Jason, it's kind of one of those things. Like there's been some one-offs and some people that had decent stints.
Yes.
And then Myers is interesting because it's mostly one and dones. There's just a handful of people that actually like came back for another go.
Correct. Well, I think I think few would dispute that the original Michael Myers is the best Michael Myers.
That's Nick Castle, who did come back for some of the Blumhouse stuff.
Correct.
I don't think he did like every single scene.
No, not at all. But I mean, this is where it all starts, right? Mm-hmm. And whenever you're talking about the best of any Halloween thing, it's always going to be the first one.
I think we know the rule with all of these big horror franchises is like diminishing returns.
Right.
Usually the first one's peak. And you might have some like dip back up, but it's mostly just downhill.
It's difficult, and it's been done so many times, but you really cannot overstate how good the original Halloween movie is, like how perfect it is.
It's one of the best films of all time, I would say.
It's so simple, so effective. And it wasn't the first slasher film, but it did kind of set the standard.
Oh yeah, and we still pull from it even today with stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And is he your favorite as well?
He is not.
Oh, interesting. Throw me for a loop.
So this may seem blasphemous.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw it out there and just see how fast I get you angry.
Okay.
I got to go with Tyler Mane from the Rob Zombie films.
He is my next to last favorite Michael.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not care for that interpretation of Michael Myers.
Well, let me try to explain myself.
Please.
I think when I think of what I want Michael Myers to be, I think he just like nails it 100%. He's got the huge imposing frame. It's literally this like very iconic looking shape, which he is, the shape, as he's often referred to. And I think he gets like that cold, detached evil that Dr. Loomis is always talking about seeing in his eyes so much. I think he embodies that very well in this way that's like palpable. And just when you see him, it kind of just like in that performance just kind of is like an aura almost that he exudes. And also he's the tallest to ever play Michael Myers, which I think also really reinforces that imposingness of the character.
Yes. See, to me, I think that was like, it's Rob Zombie, so of course everything's turned up to fucking 11.5.
Let's do it.
But I think it's overkill. I think it's too much. I think it's... The thing I like about Michael Myers is that he is slow and methodic and creepy and unemotional. Mm-hmm. Tyler Mane is just all anger. And there's nothing subtle about it. It's all just, it's a bull in a china shop. It's just anger, smashing things, crushing heads. And that's boring to me. Mm-hmm. Does it result in some cool kills? Yeah. But that's also, and we'll talk about that later, that's not what I like about the Halloween movies.
See, I like it. I like the anger. I like this idea that it's like, there's a hate here that just can't be stopped.
No, I like the code.
And he has to fucking pour it out into the world.
I would disagree.
But this is going to get into, and when we explore this more as we go through these, as a slasher franchise overall, Halloween is like really lesser for me in like my personal taste.
Same. And having gone through some of them again and read up on some of them, it's kind of made me face something I've always known, that it's probably my least favorite of the slasher franchises. As good as it is, especially at the beginning, it's just, oh man, talk about diminishing returns. It's just, there is so little for me here.
So this wasn't on my list, but let's say that there's the big three that obviously everyone would think of: Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger.
Sure.
Would you put Michael at the bottom for you personally?
Yes,
I would as well.
Yeah. For me, it's Freddy, Jason, then Michael.
For me, it's Jason, Freddy, and then Michael.
Yeah.
So immediately we have lost a ton of listeners. That's okay. I'm very sorry, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's never been that one. And like, we've had on the show before, my buddy Chris that I grew up with. Yeah. Halloween is like his thing, dude. Like he fucking, I wish we could have had him on for this, but
that'd be awesome.
I haven't spoken to him in a while. I've been too busy, but like, and you can just tell, like, he just exudes that love for it.
Which I respect and
which
love.
Is how
That's
I
great.
feel about Friday the 13th. But, you know, everyone's kind of different. So
Sure.
Is what it is. You're not going to be getting that die-hard fan take from us this time.
Did you rank your other Michaels, like best to worst?
No.
Oh, I did that.
I just picked.
You want to hear my list?
I mean, sure, since you got it.
All right.
Let's not waste.
No. I'll go through it real quick. So number 2 is Dick Warlock.
He would be my number 2, actually.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
For sure.
Number 3 is Tom Morga / George P. Wilbur, who shared the role in Halloween 4.
Okay.
It's okay. This is something else we're going to do. So the producers replaced Tom Morga for some reason, which I don't understand.
That's never been explained, really, has it?
They just didn't think he was portraying Michael right, which is insane to me because the dude played Jason. He knows how to play creepy.
Yeah.
And I think the best scenes in this movie are the ones before he gets his mask. Like he's all bandaged and shit,
that's
like
a cool
in the
look.
gas station.
Yeah.
And that was Tom Morga. Okay. And then George P. Wilbur came back to play him in 6. And I like him too. 6 I hate, but he does a good job in it.
There's nothing wrong with the Michael performance in that film.
Right.
At least.
No.
It's everything else.
Number 4 for me is James Jude Corney, who played him in the new movies.
Okay.
Actually, I like the way Michael's portrayed in the new movies. I don't really like the new movies that much.
For all their sins and flaws, Michael is the least
They nailed him.
problem.
Don Shanks in Halloween 5 comes next at number 5. Brad Loree in number 6 as number 6 in Halloween Resurrection. Piece of shit movie. We'll talk more about that later. Then I got Tyler Mane, and then I got Chris Durant from Halloween H2O.
You're putting the Resurrection guy above
yes,
Tyler Mane?
I am.
Holy shit.
I am.
Okay.
But the worst for me is H2O. I fucking hate that Michael Myers. We'll get to this.
We'll get to that.
I fucking hate that mask. I fucking hate the way he acts. Okay, so that's my best to worst Michael.
Cool. Well, hey, speaking of masks, the iconic thing for Michael Myers is he's always wearing this William Shatner mask.
Blank
William Shatner.
Blank expressionless mask that you can project anything onto it you want.
Yep.
That was Carpenter's intention. It's a blank canvas.
And we get a lot of permutations of it across 13 films. So I just want to know, Jason, what is your favorite incarnation of the mask?
Oh, the first one.
First one. I mean, that's obvious. Okay.
I mean, yeah. What about you? Do you agree?
I actually don't.
Okay. All right.
So Rob Zombie's... No. I was like, what if I troll Jason and just act like that's my favorite for everything? It's hard not to just give it to the original.
Well, that's not my least favorite.
Oh.
So I have this ranked too, every one of them.
Well, I don't have that. But so best mask. It's hard not to just give it to the original. And sometimes I was thinking like, well, what's my next thing? Because I don't want to just say the original.
Oh, I'm happy doing that.
That's why you're here. You're filling that role.
I'm the purist.
But across it all, I want to do this because I do want to give like kindness where I can give it. Because I'm going to have a lot of nasty things to say at some point. I think the best mask is Halloween 2018, the first of the Dave and Gordon Green Blumhouse trilogy. Of all subsequent masks, it is the closest one that looks to the original mask in the first film, except they have kind of properly aged and weathered it to fit the fact that it's been sitting for years and years and years and, you know, not being cleaned or upkept or anything. And I think in general, like in any of the sequels, usually the mask's at its best when it's been like damaged or beaten up or torn or burned or any kind of crazy stuff. So that idea of like the OG mask as close as you can get it and then just weathering it some, I think it just looks so cool. It looks really awesome. And a lot of those sequels too, they kind of do the thing where it's like he acquires another mask. So you start out and then he's got like this fresh 100% mask that's like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing weird about it.
Even though he famously killed so many people wearing that mask, someone is still producing it.
Right. Like they wouldn't get boycotted into oblivion or something.
Right.
So I like that this 2018 mask, it like splits the difference of having that kind of weathered, nasty look, but it still really maintains the OG vibes to it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
And then even further, they do a good progression into kills and then into ends, where as it progresses, they fuck that mask up more. The second one in kills, it's super burned after the house fire.
Yep.
And then by ends, it's like fucking falling apart. And it's just like nasty as shit. And it's such a cool look. And the way it progresses film to film is so awesome.
Yeah.
So
agree.
for all the hate I have for the Blumhouse films, they nailed the mask, 100%.
No, I agree with that. I do. Because I have... Okay, technically...
So I also want to talk about worst mask,
Sure.
but why don't you do your ranking down to it since you
I'll
have it?
stop before I get to my worst mask. And if I get to my worst mask that's the same as yours, let's talk about that.
Okay.
All right, so the first one, of course, Halloween. And then Halloween 2, technically it's the same mask.
Fair.
Although apparently it was stored in Nick Castle's house.
Oh.
So it wasn't really taken that care of, and he was a heavy smoker, so it got kind of stained.
Cool.
So you'll kind of see that in the movie. So that's my favorite, obviously. And then my third favorite is Halloween Kills.
Solid. Yeah, it looks great, all burned up and stuff.
Yep. My fourth favorite is the Halloween 2018. My fifth favorite is Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
that's the one of the things that unequivocally I would have a hard time seeing someone argue that they got that wrong.
Yep. And then number 6 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. Number 7 is same movie, same mask. It's just kind of torn apart. And I do kind of like how it's torn.
Yeah, I like the damaged one in Rob Zombie's second one too.
Yeah.
It was really those that made me realize like I like that look, and then like the Blumhouse ones like perfected it.
Right. Agreed. 8 for me is Halloween 4, which
We'll talk about.
spoiler is one of my favorite Halloweens. But oh my god, that mask ain't great. That mask ain't great.
Famously, it's blonde and pinkish sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween, the next one, number 9, Halloween 6.
Uh-huh.
It's just kind of a boring blah mask. 10, Resurrection, the mask in that one. Number 11, H2O.
That's my worst one.
Okay.
So say what you wish to say, and then I have a little rant.
Okay, the eye holes.
Yeah, the fucking eye holes.
Why are they so fucking big? It makes them look so derpy. Because the actor's over expressionistic.
Way too much. Way too much.
And the huge eye holes makes it... I mean, he just looks stupid half the time. He looks like surprised and confused.
So here's the first sentence I put in my notes. Get that Ronnie Yu, I want to see the eye shit out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, first of all, it makes that crime of like it's super slick looking out the gate.
Right.
So it has that perfected look.
Oh.
In general, it came out in 1998, but it's got that 2000s like horror gloss slickness to it.
Right.
Which also makes it look even worse. It's the mask where you can most regularly see his eyes clearly, and it's fucking terrible every single time you can see the eyes.
It looks so derpy.
It pulls out all the horror. It just makes me laugh.
He looks
when I
almost
see
cross-eyed half the time. Yeah.
He looks like some bumbler in the mask and not the actual Michael Myers.
And then the CG mask they use in that one scene.
So then the biggest crime is they didn't like how it looked either, but rather than go back and fix it or do anything else, they said, oh, we'll just touch it up with CGI. And the scenes where it has been touched up are so fucking terrible. I want to bash my brains out against the wall. It looks so bad.
It's beyond awful.
It's embarrassing.
The only one I placed below that was Halloween 5.
Okay, let's hear it.
And that's mostly...
That is a dog shit one,
it's
too.
that neck flaring outside of the coveralls and stuff.
Tuck it in, bro.
Right.
Always tuck it in.
It's just... And it's inexcusable because, like you said, just tuck it in. And that would improve it so much. Mm-hmm. But it looks so stupid flaring out like that.
It's chonky Michael, really. Like, it makes him look like...
Yeah.
Like almost fat in a way, in an odd way.
And you know what? The only scene that I actually kind of like in that movie is when he's not wearing the mask.
Oh, yeah, when he takes it off for a second.
He's wearing that one mask that looks like Rhonda Hatton.
Oh, yeah.
That the guy was wearing.
Yeah.
He's in the car.
That's cool.
I like that scene because it's different, and you can see kind of more of the actor's performance behind it, and it's just it's different and it's neat. And it reminds me of the first one where he's wearing the ghost sheet. He's fucking around, he's having fun. That's the Michael Myers I like.
Cool, I like that.
All right,
cool observation.
Thank you.
So the next category, I made this one up special for talking about Halloween. Do you have a favorite continuity in the franchise?
Oh my god, you didn't ask me this one.
So there's different, like, more than any other slasher franchise, this one has been rebooted to hell and back.
Right.
Because no one knows how to fucking keep it going.
Right.
Which is understandable.
Which just underscores the fact that it should have just been the first fucking movie, and that should have been it.
Yeah.
And it was perfect, and it was great, and yeah, there's nowhere to take it.
Everywhere they've taken it, they've had to invent extra shit to make it happen.
They're all terrible.
And that's led to several continuities, right? So we kind of have like the OG, which is just like to say the first one or the first 1 and 2. We've got the Thorn series, which kind of gets into the 4, 5, 6.
Well, I mean, I would argue that 1 through 6 are all the same continuity. I mean,
some people take that, and some people don't.
It becomes the Thorn thing, but I think that was just. I think it's all the same.
Then we've got the Rob Zombie continuity.
Yeah.
We've got the H2O continuity.
Yeah.
Or H20, however you want to say it. I don't.
It's
everyone kept saying H2O.
Halloween water.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't. It has to be H20 because H2O makes no sense. But everyone calls it H2O.
Well, it was the 90s, and they had to put fucking letters and numbers after everything, and it couldn't just be 20 years later or whatever.
And then we've got the Blumhouse continuity, which deletes everything but the first film.
Right. Let's just go ahead and say that I fucking hate all the retcons in this series. It's one of the reasons why this is my least favorite. You know, because it was changed 3 times, the fucking continuity.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker, if you gotta keep,
just commit.
Just do something else. If it comes to you and you have to, like, okay, well, no, Laurie Strode's alive again. We're just basically remaking Halloween H2O. You know, we're just remaking it again.
Which that was my biggest problem with the Blumhouse continuity is, like, you deleted all those other films to kind of just do those other films again.
Fucking thing. Yeah.
It's like, why though? Do something else.
Yeah, and that should tell you that this is a dead franchise. Let it die. Let it go away. But if I'm forced, I would say the original continuity.
Okay. Yeah, the Thorn Cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's comfy. Yeah. Whatever.
I mean, they start fucking it up with the second one because Laurie didn't need to be his sister.
Right, yeah.
The only reason he starts going after Laurie is because he was in his house and she came by and he saw her.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, makes me think of my sister. I think I'll stalk her and kill her, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't because she was his fucking sister, you know?
And that bothered me in the Blumhouse series too, because, like, they wanted to keep that he's obsessed with Laurie thing, but they never really took it to a point of, like, having a reason why, other than just saying, okay, he's obsessed with her. And it felt like they just did everything they could to dance around them being siblings without actually just saying, okay, but they are siblings.
I thought he wasn't supposed to be in that movie.
What?
In the Blumhouse continuity, he's not supposed to be her brother.
No, he's not.
Right.
But it feels like it's still that.
They want it to be, but they don't want it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my point, is the way they portray it.
Yeah.
It has to be some kind of cosmic fucking force.
Because they even clumsily find a way for him to get to her in the first one with that stupid sardine character.
Yes. We'll talk about him at some point. And then the fact that, too, then it carries on, and then, because she's got, like, her daughter and her granddaughter, and he's after them, too.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're doing the family shit again, bro.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's drill in a little deeper.
Or can we, I guess we're forgetting about one continuity.
What?
The continuity that has nothing to do with fucking Michael Myers.
Oh, yes. Halloween 3.
And that might be my favorite continuity.
Season of the Witch. Well, let's save that for our film rankings, which will come at the end. But see, that's my other thing, too. Actually, let me talk about that, because I did put it in my notes. Just to give this its due diligence. I think that the tying everything so tightly around Laurie Strode was a mistake. And that's something that's killed them again and again, trying to make these sequels. And so you have to come up with some BS to make it all work, and that's how they eventually worked themselves into the corner to say it's this druid cult. And we know my taste. I like the weird, crazy sequels. I love Jason Goes to Hell. I think that once your franchise gets that long, you just got to do some dumb shit. Because at that point, you're either remaking the same films again, or what are you doing? And that's why I do like the Thorn cult trilogy stuff.
At least they didn't just say, "Oh wait, no, forget it. All those other movies don't matter."
Right? They still tried. They said, "This is what we have.
Yeah.
This is what we have to work from.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out, even if it's dumb." All we needed was that sixth film, The Curse of Michael Myers, to connect the Thorn cult with Silver Shamrock.
Right.
And that would just be the perfect 1 through 6 all encapsulated into a universe together.
Yeah.
But they fumbled that part. So.
They sure did. Because even then, I guess that movie was still hated by most people. It wasn't quite as, accepted and loved as it should be.
Yeah. Season of the Witch didn't really get a rediscovery until the last...
After 2000 or something.
Yeah, after the 2000s, or even the last 10, 15 years even.
Yeah, sadly.
But on a lighter note, what are some of your favorite characters across the franchise?
Okay. Well, obviously we got Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode. Let me emphasize that.
How do you feel about Scout Taylor Compton's?
I fucking hate her.
Really? I love her.
She's in my most hated character list.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I fucking hate her, man. Aww. There's nothing I like about her character in those movies. I like Laurie. I like Jamie Lee Curtis. She's got layers. She's got some depth. She's like the good girl, but she's still smoking some pot. I mean, she's not realistic.
She's not perfectly like the virginal final girl archetype, even though she is the final girl archetype.
But there is nothing I like about Scout Taylor Compton's interpretation. She's just
quite like her.
She's hateful and annoying and shallow, and I can't stand her.
She's a poor, damaged kid in a fucked up world that Rob Zombie made.
Not interested. Not interested.
Okay, so Laurie Strode, right. I mean, you have to mention her. Sure.
Annie Brackett. And here I would say both Annie Bracketts.
Yeah, because truly, probably the most standout thing from the Rob Zombie series is Danielle Harris's turn as Annie.
Yeah, there's only 2 characters I genuinely like in Rob Zombie's movies. And they're both on my list. Danielle Harris as Annie Brackett and Brad Dourif as the sheriff. Yeah. As her dad. He's great. Because he's fucking Brad Dourif. But he actually feels like a person.
Oh, yeah.
He's not just one of Rob Zombie's endless hate spewing, profanity laying rednecks and shit, which, goddamn, man, he could be the worst fucking writer ever. I love House of a Thousand Corpses. I love the characters and, don't love them, but
do you think they'll ever let him make a Texas Chainsaw film?
I hope not.
Or do you think there's a secret conspiracy that's we can't let this man?
He needs to stop making movies. I'm just saying it. He's done. For me, I wrote him off a long time ago.
I kind of liked the Munsters.
I made it 20, 25 minutes and stopped.
Sad.
He's just. Should I go on? I have a few more.
Rattle through yours. I only put down 3, so.
Okay. Dr. Sam Loomis, Donald Pleasance.
Of course, gotta have Loomis.
Dr. Daniel Chalice, Tom Atkins.
Hell yeah.
I love Rachel, played by Ellie Cornell in 4 and 5. I love the other Danielle Harris character, Jamie Lloyd, who they fucking ruined in part 5. We got this great, wonderful child actress.
Who's done amazing in 2 films.
Let's not let her talk any. Jesus. I like PJ Soles as Linda.
Adorable.
And Conal Cochran, Dan O'Hurley in the 3rd one. Fucking love him because he's just evil because it's fun.
Right.
It's like the greatest trick. He just wants to
trick
kill
on
a
the
bunch
children.
of kids. Yeah. It's great. I love it. He's having so much fun being evil.
When you actually take the scope of what his plan is, it's truly the most evil thing in the franchise.
It's diabolical.
Literally killing all the kids in the U.S. in one fell swoop.
And even at the end of the movie when he loses, he's still he gives that little clap. And it's it's all just a big fun game.
Yeah, it never mattered to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
Truly diabolical.
Yep.
Okay. I've got 3. You touched on them all, but I'll dig in a little. So Dr. Loomis, I think if you love these films, you have to love Dr. Loomis. He's the beating heart behind everything.
And that's the best thing about the original continuity. You've always got Donald Pleasance.
Right. And it follows them up right up to one of two different and both equally unceremonious ends. Either killed off camera by Michael or forcefully made the keeper of Michael and the Thorn Cult.
No!
But more on that in a minute. I mean, he's just such a cool character, though. He's like that flip side of the coin from Michael in some ways, even. Like, he's devoted to doing good, to doing what's right. He's got this background as a psychologist and a therapist that lets him be very in touch with his emotions and the emotions of other characters, which leads to his obsession with Michael because, of course, he wanted to help him at first and then realized he was beyond that.
Yep.
It's fucking Donald Pleasance. He's just the GOAT. And it's so good in the story because I think having him there also, it kind of offsets the, like, pyramid effect that tends to happen with Final Girls where, like, they end up doing everything by the end and become these almost, like, action movie star versions of themselves.
Right.
And having Loomis there, he's always in the mix trying to fight and help, too. So I think it lets them kind of be more of still their, like, original character without having to, like, suddenly, like, macho out and go crazy.
Right.
He does get a very unceremonious end, whichever way you want to cut it. And just in general, in the topic of this character, I also want to say that while he's generally hated, I do kind of like Malcolm McDowell's reinterpretation in the zombie films. That idea that he's more of like a colder, exploitative,
I do too.
Individual, and that he really just was turning a quick buck on Michael, and then at some point this guilt really kicks in. That kind of draws him back to try to do the right thing.
I agree. And after having finally watched part 2, because I never did before now, I always remember complaining about Malcolm McDowell, how he was an asshole in this one, and no one liked him. And I'm like, he was the only interesting thing about the movie.
Yeah.
Because I like that he's just chasing. He's been traumatized. He's chasing celebrity. He's chasing he's chasing money. Mm-hmm. And at the end, he realized he's just become a joke and stuff.
Right. Yeah. It's a cool arc.
It helps that he's like the most capable actor in the entire Rob Zombie movie. Him and Brad Dourif.
And time and again, part of the reason I think I rate the zombie films where I do is just because it is just like they tried something different.
He did try something
different. And to
me,
like, even if it fails, man, at least you didn't just redo one of the other films, like certain other studios.
Yeah.
Really love, of course, have to have him in there. Dr. Dan Chalice, motherfucking Tom Atkins from Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's super resourceful. He's super smart. He's a doctor.
He's Tom Atkins.
He's a great investigator. He's a great, talking to people, digging up the info. He's a true Call of Cthulhu investigator if we ever needed one in this franchise. And then also, like, the fact that he cares to run down this mystery basically for a stranger and leads to uncovering this plot and everything else. And he sticks it out to the end. And even when it's all too late, he's still, calling the stations, trying to get them to intervene.
Yep.
Now, some may say that when you study the film carefully, he may be doing all of this just to ignore his family and his wife that he's not too fond of.
And getting this hot younger chick's
pants. And hooking up with this hot younger chick, Stacey Nelkin playing Ellie.
And he definitely is.
But the dude tries, man.
Yeah. I do. Tries. Yeah, he does care. He does get invested,
Yeah, and that's cool. And then the other person I really want to highlight, I would also say this is my favorite final girl of the franchise if we discount Laurie, because that's just too easy. Rachel in Halloween 4.
Yep.
She's fucking adorable. Played by Ellie Cornell. I would put her in the running for hottest girl, which we're going to talk about, but I did not select her. Her energy reminds me a lot of Jennifer Cooke's Megan from Jason Lives.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite final girls from that franchise. So it's really obvious why I was like, oh, this character's awesome.
She's like a genuine, realistic character.
She's very genuine. She's very down to earth. She's very practical. I love her relationship with Jamie.
Yeah.
That it's kind of this weird thing where they've, adopted her into the family and everything.
And it's not perfect because she bitches about having to take care of her.
She gets frustrated with her. Yeah. She's annoyed at times about having to focus on her instead of whatever she wants to do. But there is this really cool, like, love and bond between them. Mm-hmm. And she really, like, fucking goes, tilts the whole way that she can to try to save her when things get terrible.
Yep.
She's giving one of the most unfair and undeserved deaths ever in part 5 to get her out of the way.
Fucking hate that. Oh, fucking hate that.
And I have seen people in the past be like, man, she can't call her a final girl because she died. I'm going to say fuck that because this franchise even killed off Laurie Strode.
Yeah. Plus in the other like Nightmare movies, they're still final girls even though they die in the next one.
And that's just, a parlance of having a franchise. But, I mean, she's great. I love her. 4 is definitely one of my favorite films in the franchise.
Same.
Especially as far as the sequel goes. I think it's just really solid.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And her and the lead is part of that. And I think as much as I love Tina a lot in 5 because she's really sexy, but not that great of a character.
No.
And I think if somehow they would have just kept Rachel in 5, it would be one step closer to being a stronger film.
Right? Why not just keep Rachel? They don't need Tina.
Right.
Okay. I like your list. Good list.
Yeah. So now, as we customarily do, it started as a joke last time, and we must do it again. We're going to talk about the hunkiest boy.
Oh, do we have to do the most hated characters?
I was going to save that for the end.
Oh, okay.
The hunkiest boy. Or do you want to do hated people now and then end on a lighter note?
Let's do most hated characters.
Okay.
Because we still haven't ranked our... Yeah, we still got other things to talk about.
Okay. So, most hated characters. Who you hate?
I already said...
And there's a buffet of choices before you.
Yes, there are. Shall I go one at a time? Should we switch?
I've only got 3.
3, okay.
So...
Okay. Well, one of my most hated is Laurie Strode, played by Scout Taylor Compton. Don't like her, can't stand her. She's obnoxious.
I'm sorry, Scout. I love your performance.
And the second one, yeah, she's traumatized, so she's like... But it's not fun to watch, And that, to me, that's the biggest problem with the Rob Zombie movies. They're not scary, they're not creepy, and they're not fun to watch.
Oh, I think they're fun. The excess and then the brutality is just like, ooh.
It doesn't work for me. I don't like that in a Halloween film. I really don't. I don't think it... You know me, I'm a gorehound. But I like the more tasteful approach of like Carpenter and stuff.
Since you're talking about her, and you did just watch the second one for the first time, what do you think about that ending, that suggestion that like it's a family thing, and that it's kind of going to be like her next?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Not a fan?
It didn't do anything for me. No. Not one thing.
Cool.
And this one might be a little unfair, but also one of my most hated characters is young Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie movies.
Aww.
Can't fucking stand. I don't want to be mean to child actors and stuff like that, but it's like, I'd bully you too, kid. You're fucking obnoxious. There's nothing. I don't feel.
Dag Ferrick.
Yeah, I don't feel like any protectiveness toward him. I don't feel any sympathy toward him. I don't know if it's the kid's performance or what. I just don't care.
Well, I think importantly, you never get to see him in a normal state. Like, he's already fucked up when the film starts.
True. And I would also argue that we don't need to see a young, traumatized Michael Myers. It's completely unnecessary.
I like that part, because again, that's him saying, we're going to do something different now.
Yeah, I appreciate trying to do something different, but it's just, I don't care. I'm not interested in that. I like the mystery.
Okay.
I like the fact that just one day this kid decides to kill his sister. And then from that day forward, he's just this kind of blank, guy waiting to go back and start killing again when he gets a chance.
Okay.
This will upset you. Also on my list is Tina Williams, played by Wendy Foxworth.
She's a terrible main character.
She's horrible. She's so obnoxious.
She's not great in that film.
Is she hot? Yes.
But she is hot as hell.
She's very hot. And I'm sure...
I'm going to give her a pass.
I'm sure the actress is very lovely, but her character was just... Okay, my next one, I have 8.
Which, real quick, though, Tina, Wendy Foxworth, God bless you. You may continue.
Okay. Tommy Doyle, played by Anthony Michael Hall in the Blumhouse movie.
Oh, just fucking terrible. Why did they not get Paul Rudd? I know they're trying to delete those ones, but like...
Because Paul Rudd is too good for these movies. That's why. And I used to think that Anthony Michael Hall was too good for this too. He gives one of the worst performances I've seen from a experienced actor.
I have never hated a movie more than when we got to the part where he first started talking in Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this whole film is a goddamn mistake.
I mean, right. Plus, I mean, okay, it's not all his fault. He's directed that way, and he has that dialogue to say.
Sure.
But still, it's horrible.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. Another one I really hated was Lindsay Wallace, played by Kylie Richards, however the fuck you say it.
Yeah.
Pointless character. Utterly pointless. She's only there because she's on the fucking Housewives show or some shit. Yeah. And yeah, she played little Lindsay Wallace in the original.
She gave a better performance as a kid.
Fucking A, she did. And all that shit she said about being traumatized by the original movie, having to sleep with her mom until she was like 15 or something. And then she comes back and profits on it, you know? And it's like, fuck you.
It's a bunch of BS.
Fuck you. I don't... fuck that shit. And her character is pointless, does nothing.
There's no reason to have them.
Nothing. While we're on the Blumhouse movies, Dr. Ranbir Sardine. I know it's Sartain, but I like to say Sardine because I fucking hate this character.
Sartain's interesting to me because, like, in a vacuum, I see a world where he could have been a cool character.
Yes.
Where he's this, like, sinister, flipped version of Dr. Loomis, who's like, I want to encourage Michael and then study him in action.
He's there just to get Michael to Laurie.
Right. He's literally a plot device.
Because they decided we don't want the brother-sister thing. But how is Michael going to get to Laurie?
There needs to be a reason to shove them back together.
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, is like, when we first watched the film, I've told this story. I don't think I've ever told it on the podcast. Maybe I have, but...
I'm getting angry over here.
In the middle of 2018, watching it the first time in theaters, sitting there, when he's got the police car and he picks up Michael and he's unconscious, and then he puts on the mask and is like tormenting the chick in the car, I was like, oh my God. What if, like, that's it for Michael in this movie? Right. He just leaves him there, and the final act of the film is Sartain in the mask terrorizing Laurie's family.
For like 3 minutes, it was interesting.
And I was like, okay, no. I was like, I forgive everything. This is fucking brilliant. And then Michael kills him, and we never see him again. Yeah. And that's it. That's the end.
Which I guess they kind of picked up on, the filmmakers, and did that in Halloween Ends.
Which we'll get to
that.
To
a degree. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. That was the only time that movie got exciting.
So much wasted potential.
Ugh. I got two more.
Okay.
Nora, played by Tyra Banks in Resurrection. Now, I could have gone with almost anyone in that movie, right? Well, but she's so miscast.
You may be amused by my picks, but continue.
Okay, and I got one more after that. Well, she's talk about disinterested.
Yeah.
There's no reason for her to be there.
It's literally just to have a star name in the film.
Exactly.
And you already had other stars in the film.
My last one I have down here is Tyler Mane as Michael Myers. I just really do not like that interpretation.
Bruh.
I don't like the performance. It's not Michael Myers. You know, it's just some big angry dude. It's not interesting.
It's fucking badass.
Disagree. Okay. Please, who are your most hated characters?
Okay, so my first entry is the Townies of Haddonfield in Halloween Kills.
Okay. That's cheating, but no.
And this is my thought about it. So for all this film is supposed to give you this like feeling of community and how like a small town comes together around a crisis and helps one of their own and sticks up for everybody.
Yeah.
I think it's a super lame point because it's very undercut by these characters. They're all one note. They're all insufferable. They're all just flagged as kill fodder. And they are more vapid and shallow and uninteresting than your average teen slasher characters. And I don't get what they were thinking with this. It's so bad. It's so terrible. And then to see, franchise mainstay characters with Tommy and Lindsay, to see them aged up into these fucking pathetic losers that are just like their whole existence is just I was attacked in Haddonfield as a kid and now I sit around in the bars and talk about that and be like ominous and weird and also incite gang violence because I'm scared. I fucking hate it.
But Dustin,
I hate everything about it.
Evil dies tonight.
Oh my God.
No, you are not wrong. I'm 100% with you.
The only thing I hate more than that movie is the fact that people like made that a thing and would post it all the time and repeat it and shout it.
I don't know why, because it's stupid.
It's really dumb.
It's so stupid. It's just, oh.
You're saying
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight in the 12th fucking film of a franchise.
Right.
Where it never fucking dies.
Right. And I'm also not... Okay, so anyone being murdered is bad, right?
Sure.
But in the continuity of this movie, besides the murders that literally just happened, Michael killed, what, 3 people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
40 years ago? And this town is still, like, uber obsessed with it?
It makes no logical sense. Like, if you had kept all the sequels, yeah, I would be fucking scared of the guy that comes back, like, every few years.
He's killing hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a reason to be fucking afraid of him. That's the reason to put him in some, like, maximum security psych place and you catch him.
Right.
Why did they need to erase the sequels? The sequels actually make their point stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So stupid.
Whatever.
So stupid.
And continuing that trend, I'm going to say the complete and total cast of Halloween Resurrection. You already handled Tyra there.
Yeah. No, they're all terrible.
They're all terrible. They're all vapid. They're all stupid. I mean, they kill Laurie at the start of the film for no real purpose.
But she had to be sure that it was actually Michael and not a paramedic who somehow...
And they take like one of the only cool things about H20 and fucking retcon it so that they can bring Michael back and kill her at the same time.
In the most ridiculous way. And okay, here's the thing too. So she had to be sure it was Michael, right?
Yeah.
The fucker's still trying to kill you. Who gives a fuck who it really is? Oh, man.
And it's bad because when you think about it, it kind of hurts Laurie as a character. She like slaughtered this dude.
Yeah.
Who was like the paramedic.
And then she goes to an insane asylum.
Yeah. And then he just comes and kills her real easily. And then nobody wants Busta Rhymes in your horror film taunting the slasher and then beating the fuck out of him.
Right.
It's Michael Myers.
Motherfucker.
How was Busta Rhymes beating up Michael Myers?
Because he knows Kung Fu.
Dude, he should have fucking folded him in half in a second. Everyone knows that's what should happen.
Of all the movies... Of all the Halloween movies, that is the most pointless. And we'll get to those. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it, yeah.
All right.
And then my last one, and this is kind of a bittersweet one, but I think it does need to be mentioned.
Yeah.
Corey Cunningham in Halloween Ends. This is our copycat, pseudo-copycat killer, mentor, apprentice relationship, what have you.
Okay.
He's a special kind of turd to me. And it's because somewhere in Halloween Ends, there's a really cool idea. And that's what I say about all of these Blumhouse films. There's this neat idea about violence and evil and the way it propagates and spreads and grows and passes from person to person as you are victimized or attacked. Yeah. And the way that can grow and spread.
And they could have been really good if they weren't fucking Halloween movies.
But make no mistake, as cool as that sounds, they botch it completely. And I think a lot of franchises, eventually at some point, you have that idea of, well, let's make it a different killer, or let's have a copycat.
Sure.
We have Friday the 13th Part 5 that takes a spin at that.
Mm-hmm.
And few ever get that right. I like Part 5 in Friday, but I think most people are pretty mixed on it.
Oh, Part 5 is a fucking blast.
But no one's like, oh man, Roy, he's my favorite Jason, you know? So I think that Corey Cunningham should have been the Blumhouse trilogy. I think that like that's the cool idea that you had this entire time.
That should have been the first movie.
If he
not
was
the last
if
one.
he was in the first movie and he was a consistent character that we're following over 3 films and we watch him progress from like normal younger teen to this older, very damaged, very broken teen. Yeah. And then begins to kind of take on the mantle of Michael Myers.
Right.
That would be so fucking cool. It's like a canned trilogy that you do.
Like that scene that you talked about with Sartain when he puts on the mask. If that was Corey in the first movie or whatever, cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But no.
And they just botch it. And it's because it's too much to do, too little, too late in the last film of a fucking trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me sad because they've now already wasted that. I don't think anyone will ever try that again because why would you?
Right.
And it's just so amateur and poorly executed. And in the end, in its own film where that's the point, it gets fucking sidelined because we have to go back to Michael versus Laurie.
Right.
Like we've not done that once, twice,
like,
3, 4 times, 5 times.
Jesus.
Again and again and again.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So now that your blood pressure's up, let's bring it back down.
Okay.
Let's talk about, last focus on little characters here. Who do you think is the hunkiest boy? And who gets you all dreamy eyed, staring at the screen?
Okay. This might be unexpected, but I'm going to go with Jimmy from Part 2, Lance Guest.
Okay, yeah.
And yes, mostly this is because it's Lance Guest, and he's the last motherfucking starfighter. All right,
sure, okay.
But I think of all the male characters in the series, he's like the most relatable, the most normal. He actually cares about Lori. He tries to do the right thing. He still fails to protect her, in any meaningful way. But he tries, damn it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah,
But you, what do you think?
He's a decent looking dude. I like it.
Yeah.
It's
not just about looks either, Dustin.
Sure.
You shallow fucker.
Oh, I know, because I took a maybe unconventional road here and took the most lowest hanging fruit and said Paul Rudd as the adult Tommy Doyle.
Yeah.
And Kirsten Michael Myers.
Sure. Fair.
For all the things that Part 6 gets wrong, one of the only things that gets right is this idea, let's bring back one of the kids that was being babysat.
I don't know why it took so long. I have no idea why they took this long for them to do that.
And let's focus on them again. And so we have this grown-up Tommy now. He's out of high school, and his life's kind of fucked up because rightfully he's obsessed with Michael Myers. Because in this continuity, he has been coming back repeatedly and slaughtering people en masse. And I don't know what else to say other than it's Paul Rudd, man. Yeah. You love him.
Twitchy performance.
Twitchy performance.
That moment when he first sees Michael Myers again, he's all like, oh, twitching.
He's adorable. He's endearing. He's so charming.
He's Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
fair.
Really should have made him be Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills. I mean, it would have been a waste of his talent, but...
Yeah. Ugh. It would have been a better performance.
Right. And if we have our hunky boy... We gotta have our hottest girl.
We do indeed.
And this one is maybe a little harder for you, Jason.
Yeah, this was difficult. Who's
the champion atop the hill?
Tough choice. After much deliberation, Daniel Harris
As Annie, right?
Right. yes, as Annie. Not in Part 4. Not as Jamie Lloyd.
Just making sure.
Yes, as Annie. Even though, and she's like one of the few bright spots in those movies, I think. Because even in the second one, when she's all like terrorized and traumatized, she's still
bringing
somewhat relatable and grounded. And yeah, I mean, especially, Daniel Harris is just cute as hell. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's definitely.
Love her look in that film.
Yeah.
Really elevates Annie compared to like her role in the first film, which is fine. Like that was just all it was supposed to be.
She's one of my favorite characters too, because she's also very realistic. That's one thing I love about the original movie. Those girls are very grounded.
Yeah. They're more than just a trope.
Right.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the hottest girl?
So my honorable mention, I already said it, but it's got to be Tina in Part 5.
Okay.
It's one of those childhood awakening things, I think. I'll say a little more, but...
Sure.
But if I had to pick a winner, I don't think it's really any contest when you drill down on it. And that is Daniel Harris as Annie in the Rob Zombie films.
Yeah.
It's not an easy category, though. There's been many...
This is like the horror fanboy answer.
It's, many lovely ladies across the series. But I think Annie's already a cool character in the original film, played by Nancy Kyes. I think she's Nancy Loomis in the credits though. And she's very attractive and cool there as well, but she's not focused on as much, which is fine. And so in this film they tried to really like put more there and kind of have that be like there's this one key friend that's really close to Lori. And in doing that, like it's really punched up. And it's just a great portrayal, a great performance. She's this awesome, like, ride or die friend that unfortunately does die for her friendship. But she's just awesome every moment she's on the screen. And then of the deaths in the second film, hers is like one of the best death scenes. It's so harrowing. It's so brutal. And then you just get this fucking gut punch when the sheriff comes in and finds her.
Yeah.
And he really plays off like the pain and anguish in that moment so well.
Agreed.
In a film that's got a lot of spotty acting, I would say that one scene just is like cream of the crop, 5 out of 5. Just that scene.
And that's the only time when like the brutality of the attack, and even then, it's kind of not shown as expressly as other kills in the movie. But that's when it works because you actually care about the character,
right? Yeah, they built her up to this point.
Just a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
And, gore, that's cool, but you don't give a shit,
And in that moment, as it's happening, I'm just like, no, dude. I almost wanted Annie to like take over for that continuity and like be the main person.
Right.
And in a lot of ways, I think she deserves it too, because like I think it's hard to even be a fan of this franchise and not love Danielle Harris. Her performance as a child actor as Jamie is like fucking amazing.
She's so good.
One of the best child actor performances of all time. She really makes the fourth and fifth film, even in the fifth film with them banning her from speaking for the dumb like mute trauma thing that doesn't work the greatest. But then for her to do that, then they kind of shit on her with the sixth film, which we'll talk about at some point. And then all these years later, you come back to play Annie in a remake and like totally redefine the character and make this standout version.
Yeah.
I think it was a crime that they left her out of the Blumhouse films. I know there was like drama about that at some point, and there was a lot of like who said what in this, but I think the official thing was they just wanted to not acknowledge any of the sequels completely. And I think that was a mistake. You didn't need her to be Jamie. She could have been just like a random townie or something, or some new character that they introduced. A real miss. And I feel like as much as we praise and acclaim Jamie Lee Curtis for the franchise, like I think Danielle Harris is just as important at this point. Yeah. Unless you're going to say no sequels ever.
Right.
So I think that's lame that she never got any kind of acknowledgement in that new trilogy at all. I think it would have been fun. It would have been nice. They could have just given her a very slight role and it would have been fine.
Sure.
And I hope we'll maybe at the end of this episode talk about the future, but right now there's no clear like a sequel in the works or anything and no like obvious plans, but I kind of hope whoever takes their next stab at this franchise, they will look at like trying to do something with Danielle Harris, whether that's letting her play a new character or maybe if we're still going to go back and do like these films count but these don't, maybe we could get like another sequel to 4 and just ignore 5 and see where that goes, or I don't know.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Something. Anything.
Now, the next one will be just another reboot.
Probably. Okay. That brings me to favorite kills.
All right. Okay.
I came up with 5.
I have 5.
Cool. Let's do a back and forth this time.
Okay, sounds good.
And then we maybe like if you have one I can just then trail it.
Okay. I hit mine is listed. Should we go from best to like our top favorite?
I didn't rank them.
Okay, no rank.
That was way too hard.
Okay. 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 Shall I start?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Judith Myers, the original, first fucking kill.
I mean, it immediately sets the stage for everything.
Iconic as fuck.
The POV shot.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You know, that is your opening fucking kill.
Hell yeah.
It is so good. It's got that. Yeah, the POV shot and the fact that she is, half naked and so vulnerable, and
you have this voyeuristic angle that you're seeing it all through.
And then he, she's his brother, so you get that. It's twisted, it's just it's just so good.
And
it's
I think
so good.
Literally, if you've never seen the film, the first time you watch it, like it locks you the fuck in.
Oh yeah, that opening is just. It's amazing, and it grabs you, and it's still iconic.
Sure.
You're hearing the soundtrack right now in your head, thinking about the scene.
Oh yeah,
it's so good, and it's not overly gratuitous. Nothing about the Carpenter movie doesn't need to be, because it's actually creepy. So yeah, that's my number 1 favorite kill.
Cool. Well, let me share one that's also from that film. I'm going to say Bob in the original Halloween.
Bob was my second pick.
Oh, cool. So I'll let you kind of trail off of this one, but it's just a really simple but very epic and unique kill. And I think the coolest part of it is just like the fact that you really could have just killed him choking him out, but then he goes that extra mile to lift him, fucking stab him, pin him to the wall, and then you just get that shot of him hanging there.
Yeah.
And it lingers on it and really lets it sink in and wash over you.
And the way that Michael tilts his head and stuff, like he's just, inspecting his art or something, it's masterful. It's so good. So creepy.
Love it.
Okay. Yeah, my list really betrays where my love is for these movies. Oh, fuck me. I just thought of another one I need to add. Okay. I don't know why I didn't have this one before, but we'll get to that one.
Okay.
Nurse Jill Franco, in the second film, stabbed in the back with a scalpel and lifted up off the ground.
Pretty brutal.
It is pretty brutal, and it's, again, not overly gratuitous.
But
doesn't need to be. It's effective. It's kind of like that, scene with the meat hook in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
When she's put on there, you don't see anything. You don't see the hook penetrating her flesh.
But that just makes it...
You feel it.
Yeah, it makes it more harrowing.
You know? Also, it helps that, I mean, the chick is cute as hell, too, so I didn't want to see her die. Sure. So that's another one of my favorite kills.
Sure. Well, speaking of cute nurses, let me pop out another one from Halloween 2 with Nurse Karen.
Yes.
So when I was reviewing this franchise, I revisited a few films. I watched some like clips here and there to get stuff fresh in my brain.
Yeah.
It made me realize that this whole franchise is really not about the flashy kills.
Correct.
Like Freddy, Jason, they really leaned into that eventually
yeah.
and went as far as they could.
Even, you know, especially with Freddy, with Tina's death and stuff, it started off extravagant. But yeah.
But, you know, Myers is down to earth. He just gets the kill any way he can.
Yep.
But when it's convenient, he does like to do it in a cool way. And this one's fucking wild, right? So we get Nurse Karen having some frisky time in a hydrotherapy pool with a doctor.
Sure.
Which is a nice titillating moment anyways. And then we get this crazy fucking moment where he maxes out the heat and both tries to boil her alive while also drowning her in the hydrotherapy pool.
Yeah.
And it's fucking gnarly.
It is. It is gnarly.
Yeah.
That's good. And it's also relatable because everyone knows what it's like to touch scalding water, you know? And then you can imagine that times 10.
Plus drowning.
And people, a lot of people know what it's like to, you know, hopefully you haven't almost drowned, but you've taken water into your lungs or nothing. You get that horrible, and to combine those two things, wow. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Real brutal.
Another one of my favorites is Linda from the first movie.
Sure, yeah.
When Michael Myers dressed up as the ghost, chokes her out on the phone. No blood, but it's iconic, you know, because the fact that he's dressed up like the ghost anyway is just...
Yeah, it's one of those moments that really makes you be like, what's going on in there?
Yeah, it's like he's having a little fun. You know, he's still kind of that kid, and he's putting on a costume, and he wants to scare her first. You know, it's so good.
I dig it. Okay. I won't say too much about this because we already talked about it some, but Annie's death in Zombie's second Halloween film. I think after you see her in that first one, you're so endeared to her, you want her to keep surviving. And of course, it doesn't hurt that it's Danielle Harris, and we love her. But keeping to that mean spirit that Rob Zombie puts in the film, not even she is safe. And we get like probably one of the most brutal kills in both films with him just stabbing her.
Yeah.
Repeatedly beyond the point of needing to keep going. And then not only do you get the harrowing moment of that, but then you have to watch the sheriff come in and find the body and see his anguish as well.
Yeah.
Really hard to watch. Really like brings it there if you're a gore hound and like the brutal moments.
Yeah, it's like the only death that really hits you in zombies movies. Right, I agree.
And that's as much to her acting, I think, as everything else.
Yes. My 5 pick is Halloween 3, the pumpkin death of the kid.
Buddy Jr., that's on my list as well.
I mean, come on. You don't get... that's just...
The first time when you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn, dude.
It's so creepy and so evil. And just so unnecessary. It's fantastic. And it's so, like... I love the, like, sci-fi pure horror of it, too. His head's fucking transforming into, like, snakes and bugs and stuff.
It's just, like, birthing vermin into the world.
Yeah.
And then there's even kind of, like... A lot happens, because that's shocking. And then if you're like me and you have a fear of bugs and creepy crawlies, that's shocking. Then you've got just the cold detachedness of Connell Cochran.
Yeah.
Who gives no fucks that this is happening. Is just so pleased with it.
Right.
Then there's also kind of like you pull back for a minute and it's like commentary too. Like, you know, TV rots your brain. Like fucking literally.
Right.
Yeah.
And then his parents die too. They have to see their kid go through this first and then they die.
Yeah.
And that scene where like his head's just like caving in like a pumpkin.
It's mushing in, but then still stuff is surging out of it.
Oh, it's so good.
So wild. Great visual effects too the whole time.
Yep.
The most wonderful trick of all. A trick on the children. You said you had a 6th honorable mention, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hear it because I do have one more left where we had some overlaps.
Okay, cool. My honorable mention is, I forget Nurse Virginia Alves from part 2.
Okay.
We're not even sure how it happens. But Lance Guest comes upon her,
Yeah.
and she's like strapped down on a table in one of the rooms, and she has IV in her arm, and all of her blood is just on the floor.
Yeah.
You don't see it happen, but that is fucking creepy. Mm-hmm. The fact that you're laying there and you're slowly dying because your blood's falling out to nowhere. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not the sort of thing I think most people would think about right away. But that's what I like about the Halloween movies. I like the creepier deaths. They stick with you more. I mean, yeah, you can see someone's head getting crushed in. Oh, that's gross. But it doesn't stick with you, you know?
Cool. Well, my final one, in a way, brings us back to Danielle Harris, but not quite. And that is the death of Jamie Lloyd and Curse of Michael Myers, notably the producer's cut. Okay. And maybe it's cheating to use this one. I don't know. How do you feel about the producer's cut? Do you have an opinion on it?
I have absolutely no feeling toward it whatsoever.
Okay. If you put a gun to my head and say, damn it, Dustin, pick one, I'm going to pick the producer's cut.
Okay.
I think it's the stronger version of the film, but it is good and bad elements.
There's no saving that movie.
It's bad because to fix the stuff they took out in the theatrical version, they just put in a lot of brutal kills, which is awesome. And then you don't have those in the producer's cut, but what you do have is more lore about the Thorn cult and better continuity with all that side of things.
True.
So it actually feels like that's what the movie's about, and it's not just some random throw-in thing.
You still can't polish a turd, you know?
But yes, it is a polishing the turd kind of moment because, I mean, goddamn. You start with, we've got Jamie recast, right? Because Danielle Harris wouldn't have been old enough, soon enough to play this Jamie. So
I'm not even sure. I don't think they asked her, did they?
Who knows?
This whole
film's a mess, dude.
Yeah.
But she's not back. The new actress playing her, no offense, not the greatest.
She's no Danielle Harris.
No Danielle Harris.
And the disrespect they show by just offering her like this.
And then the first thing we do is we got to get caught up with what's been going on since the Black Glove Man whisked her away. And we quickly find out that he's part of a druid cult, the Thorn cult, and they've been using the Curse of Thorn to manipulate Michael to have him kill on their behalf.
And he was like the doctor from the first one that we see for like 2 minutes, right?
Right. Was he like named like, I don't remember what his actual name is.
I don't remember.
Win or I don't know.
Who knows?
Who cares? And then we learn that Jamie's pregnant, and in the producer's cut, they unequivocally make it clear that they fucking ordered Michael to rape her and produce a child so that they could continue the curse.
Yeah.
Now, the theatrical cut reels back on that a little bit. And
it's still implied.
It's still implied, and you get some weird things where they're trying to like clone Michael's DNA or something. And
do you think he left the mask on?
Nobody wants to think about Michael Myers. I'm not even going to finish the thought, but it's so fucking weird and so fucking terrible. And as you're trying to come to terms with all of this, if it's the theatrical cut, she escapes with the baby, she runs away, she fucking dies.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Jamie Lloyd. Thank you for your service.
Right.
You don't matter anymore. It's about this baby. In the producer's cut, it's even worse because instead of killing her immediately, she gets injured, falls into a coma. We do get some extra scenes in the hospital with Loomis like checking on her and some lore drops, which are cool. But then they had the Black Gloved Man just come in at some point and fucking shoot her while she's in the coma to off her and get her out of the picture.
That's great.
God, it feels terrible.
It's terrible.
You took this beloved character in this franchise, you raped her, made her have this baby that a cult's trying to abuse, put her in a coma, sideline her for the film, then just fucking kill her again anyways.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, no,
what the hell?
It's just, so tone deaf. So tone deaf.
Oh, man. I hate it. I hate it every time.
Yep.
Okay. So that was fun.
It was.
I have one last little side quest before we rank the franchise.
Okay.
I want to talk about side materials.
Okay.
Comics, video games, fan films, novels. Have you any of that stuff have you read, looked at, cared about?
No, none of that's ever been on my radar.
No.
Not at all. Not one bit.
I don't have a lot to say there either. Again, I'm not as obsessed with Halloween as like Friday the 13th. So over there on that side, I've read every comic, every scrap of lore. But here, it's like I've read some of the comics. None of them have excited me enough that I cared to recall to talk about anything today.
Right.
There was the Atari video game, which I think is hilarious.
Yes.
Really early example of a horror video game.
Yeah.
But in the realm of shitty Atari games, I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one is better. So
Right. I mean, that's not saying a lot, but yes.
I mean, it's a good laugh. If you've never seen it, you should look up like a clip of it or something.
Yeah, the Halloween ephemera, none of it ever really engaged me.
I know there are fan films. I've never watched any of them. I don't think any has ever had the kind of hype that something like Never Hike Alone has had.
Yeah, I mean, as a rule, I don't like fan films. Like, I really don't. Never Hike Alone's the exception.
They have to really wow me.
Yeah.
And so far, Never Hike Alone's kind of been the only one to
Right.
really hook me. I do know there's a fan film that was like a sequel to Halloween 3. I've never watched it because I'm afraid I won't like it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love to see what a sequel would look like to that,
Sure.
where anyone would try to go with it, but
Yeah.
but what I think is actually like the coolest side material for Halloween is actually the unproduced scripts. There's a lot of these you can go and look up and find and kind of read what they were supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And I wrote down kind of the premise of my favorite one I've ever heard.
Okay.
This was one of the ones they pitched for part 4, and it never got accepted. And it involved Haddonfield being haunted by Michael Myers. So he shows up, he's doing stuff, he's killing people, but the twist at the end is that he was dead. He died in the second, or I guess it would be what? Yeah, it would be he died in the second film. That was the end of him. Bum kaput. And this is actually this like, I guess you'd almost call it like a tulpa or something. Like it's this entity that Haddonfield itself has manifested by the grief and obsession towards Myers and his murders.
That's almost a Blumhouse movie
Yeah, and
concept.
that is like a high concept elevated horror thing.
Better idea than what they came up with.
I don't know if it would have worked if they tried it, but dude, it's fucking cool. I can see that movie, and I'm like, yeah, I'd watch that. I'd be into that.
It's different. That's for fucking sure.
I don't think it would have done well.
No.
But it could have maybe been one of those like now it would be a cult classic kind of things. And then I don't know how I feel because of the sequels, 4 is one of the best. So I want that one to exist.
Right.
Who knows? Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, because we haven't talked about this much. What was your introduction to the Halloween franchise?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was just catching the first one on TV.
Okay.
And I mostly went through them like chronologically after that.
How old were you?
I don't remember an age. I know I'd already seen probably like a Friday the 13th film.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't my first.
Okay.
I do know notably, I skipped Season of the Witch as a kid.
Really?
Yep. Because you're in the old school ground. It's Halloween. You're talking about Halloween movies, and everybody says, "Oh, don't watch that third one. It doesn't have Michael Myers in it."
Yep.
And so, like a dutiful person, I never did. Never saw a scrap of it. Never saw a shred of it. Never watched it. Never thought about it. Never cared to watch it. Never rented it. I never saw that until I was like maybe almost into my 30s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you were denied for so long.
Yeah, it was at some point when like they were doing the Blu-rays and stuff.
That's what you get for listening to the masses.
And just because I had bought like the fancy Blu-ray set with all the films, I was like, well, I guess I'll watch 3, but I mark it off that I've seen it.
Did you feel like you've been cheated all these years?
I did, because 3 is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that it doesn't have Michael Myers.
No.
So what was your like introduction?
It's pretty similar. I remember seeing a scene from the first movie, the closet scene. I saw that on TV in some context. It may have been like one of those, these are like scary movie moments or something.
Yeah.
But it was very early on, like early 80s. So I was probably like 6 or 7 or something like that, 8 maybe. And that scared me. That scene alone scared me. But then eventually I watched it on TV.
Of course.
I was probably like 10, 11 maybe.
Sure.
And yeah, fucking freaky. It was very scary. But of course, that was when I was starting to get into horror films, and I was digging it. And I saw Halloween 2. I want to say the first 3 I'd watched on television. So they're probably
so you didn't wait for Season of the Witch. Cool.
No, I saw Season of the Witch, and yeah, I remember my mom specifically saying, that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. It's no good. I liked it. Even then I liked it.
So even as a kid, you liked it?
Even as a kid,
cool.
I liked it.
Cool.
Yeah. And then part 4 was the first one I saw in the theaters.
I was going to ask you that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one I saw in theaters was probably H20, H20.
Okay.
Whichever way you want to put that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And after 4, I saw every one of them in the theater No. Except for Rob Zombie's Part 2, I didn't see that. And I did not see the Blumhouse ones.
Yeah.
No, I saw the first one. Yeah, that's right. I went to see the first one.
We saw the first one. We streamed Kills at your house when it had like the early streaming thing.
Right.
Because we all were standing up and shouting.
And we were sitting there laughing at it. Yeah.
And I did go back to the theater for Ends. No, I didn't. I pirated Halloween Ends.
Yeah,
I'm gonna straight up fucking say that. I went on the internet and illegally downloaded it because I'd be damned if I give them any more money at that point.
I watched it streaming because it was out like the same day, I think, or something. I don't know. Cool. All right.
So I think what we do is we start from the end, number 13, the lowest of the low.
Okay.
And we work our way to the top.
Which shouldn't be a surprise what the top is. Maybe it will be.
Maybe not. We'll I got some tricks in my bag here. So.
Okay.
All right.
Would you like to go first or should I?
Man.
And if one of us gets to the movie, should we go ahead and talk about it?
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll just hold when it is in our placement and then just mention it in passing.
Got it.
So you start your number 13, the worst Halloween film.
It was very hard for me to pick the worst.
Hard.
Like, really hard.
Hard.
Because there are a lot of... One thing I have learned from going through this franchise again is how much I don't like most of these movies.
And yet we still keep rewatching them.
We still keep watching. 13 is Resurrection.
Okay.
It is the worst Halloween film because it is just... First of all, it's part of that first retcon. Let's just ignore these movies. It's the first sequel to that, to H2O. Kills Laurie in the dumbest way in the first 5 minutes. And then you're left with a bunch of stupid teenagers. Michael has no motivation. He's just hanging out at his house.
Yeah. And these fuckers show up. To film a goddamn MTV reality show with Busta Rhymes.
In this modest house that for some reason is like some sprawling mansion all of a sudden.
Yeah, I hate that too.
And it's just, it's so awful. It's so stupid. It's so pointless. No good kills. No memorable characters. I mean, there's a reason why this killed the franchise.
Fair enough.
For a long fucking time.
Well, my number 13 is Halloween Resurrection.
Okay, yeah.
Man, it is just so dog shit. Like,
it's terrible. As
its own continuity, it's rough because you got 1, 2, H20, and then this.
Mm-hmm.
So, H20 was supposed to be the definitive Michael Laurie showdown. We got that. We loved it. And then they're like, how do we make a sequel? I don't know. Let's just shit on that prior movie and then just do something else.
The whole thing about it being the paramedic, it's
one
makes
of the
utterly no sense whatsoever.
One of the worst retcons ever in any story to be made.
Even if the guy can't talk, he's still like trying to kill her the entire time. And why can't he just take off his mask?
And why is his body shaped that close to Michael's? Right? Because again, he's hulking, he's big, he has these mannerisms in the way he moves.
It is the most ridiculous retcon I've ever seen in my life.
Like immediately, the person in the mask would be like flailing or some shit, and you would, that's not the guy that was just trying to kill me 2 seconds ago.
Right.
It's so dumb.
So bad.
There's no likable characters.
So bad.
They try to rope in a found footage thing with like the cameras in the house.
Yeah.
And it's bad. It's poorly executed. Fucking Tyra Banks, Busta Rhymes. Like, it's just a joke, really.
The only good...
It's a joke, but it's like they don't acknowledge the joke. Like, Seed of Chucky works and has all these dumb celebrity cameos because they're in on the joke.
Right.
And that is the joke.
And it's actually funny.
And it's funny. And then here, it's that same shit, but like they're wanting you to take it seriously.
It's so obvious how big of a joke Michael Myers had become at this time. Just completely defanged, not threatening. They're just trying to cash in and make more money on something.
It's garbage.
And this was Dimension Films too, wasn't it?
Yeah, Dimension.
They made some of the worst fucking horror movies ever.
Oh man, one day. Oh god, no, we shouldn't. So one day we should do the Hellraiser franchise, man. Holy shit!
I don't think I can make it.
Really?
After 4, I saw one of them after 4, the one that Ashley Lawrence came back for. And it was complete dog shit.
I kind of like that one.
Man, they all fucking sound this. I don't know which one's which.
I do think I'm gonna stand for it real quick. Part 5, Inferno, very early film with Scott Derrickson before he did like Sinister and other stuff. I think that one's pretty solid.
Yeah, maybe I should watch it someday. Okay.
Anyways, your number 12.
My number 12 is Halloween Kills.
Mine too. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we already talked about it a little bit. The stupid ass plot.
The townies.
The town evil dies tonight.
Last night. Let's shoot retcon footage in
Yeah.
the 78 portion of the story.
That was the only interesting part because that was the only time that the movie looked cool because they were
When it looked like the
imitating
other one.
the cinematography from the 70s.
Because you've got Ryan Turek in the producer chair just like desperately wanting to
Yeah.
make this work.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the only interesting part. Period. This is one of the dumbest movies, one of the dumbest plots.
So dumb. Goes nowhere.
They basically remake Halloween 2 to a degree because Laurie Strode's in the hospital. And she has no agency.
She's just there to
She
be out of
does
the way.
nothing. She's ineffective. You got these townies who go after this escaped crazy guy who looks nothing like Michael Myers. He's a short, dumpy dude. He cannot be Michael Myers.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
They finally corner him and they're beating him, and then they give him enough time to come back and start killing them, and it's just.
And then also, where the fuck does Michael go? He just like is like yeet for a minute and just doesn't come back until he needs to.
Never mind the fact that they've gotten rid of every supernatural angle.
Right.
And this dude's in his fucking 70s by now.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest problems. You're supposed to believe this 70-year-old man is like bodying a whole town of people.
And at this point, he has obviously become supernatural again.
Somehow.
Because they don't know what the fuck to do with this character, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so bad. The dialogue, the characters that go nowhere.
Oh, I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
It is so bad. Like, embarrassingly bad.
Another problem I have with it too. I'm checking cast list real quick just to make sure. Is it her daughter? Doesn't her daughter die in this one?
Yeah, Judy Greer.
Judy Greer.
Yeah.
So I thought there was like there's all these kernels of neat ideas. So you have this 3 generations thing of
Yeah.
Lori, her daughter, her granddaughter. And so I thought there was going to be maybe like across these films, like a torch passing thing where like, okay, Lori's out of it. Now it's going to be her daughter.
Right.
And then her daughter does something cool,
Yeah.
but then like she's out of it. So then it's the grandkid
Right.
who kind of like returns. She's the right age. And then she embodies the Lori character again.
Yeah.
And it's like a full circle thing. And they don't really do that.
No.
And particularly her daughter that Judy Greer plays, whose name I can't remember. Also, Judy Greer, pretty cute. I'm just going to throw that out there.
No.
Yeah.
Judy Greer's great.
Very underutilized in these films. And they just really unceremoniously kill her for no purpose. I
yeah.
almost feel like.
Other than like shock value, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a terrible movie.
Awful.
Terrible movie. Number 11. This is where we will start to diverge.
Maybe.
No, we will.
Okay.
Because my number 11 is Halloween 2 from 2009, Rob Zombie's sequel.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I disliked it that much.
Okay. I have ranked it higher than you, but continue, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't give a shit about this movie. I don't care about the characters one fucking bit. The whole white horse thing and the ghost of his mom.
It's hereditary.
He's just coming across all these angry, gross rednecks. He kills them, keeps walking along. You know, it's just...
What do you think about the strip club scene?
It's boring. I don't... other than the fact that the actress is naked the whole time, you know, it's a pretty brave performance. It's pretty cool physicality. But it doesn't... I don't care. I don't care about these characters. I don't give a shit about any of these characters. And I know it's like disposable slasher fodder.
Yeah.
But again, that's like Friday the 13th. That's what I watch Friday the 13th for. I don't want that in a Michael Myers movie. I don't want that in a Halloween film. I want creepiness. You know, I want characters I actually kind of like and don't want to see die. I don't care about these random people getting killed brutally. It does nothing for me. I don't care. I don't like this Michael Myers. He's just a big, angry, dumb brute. The movie just did not work for me one fucking bit. I hate the 30-minute long dream sequence. You know, what of that was real and what wasn't? I mean, yeah, Rob Zombie uses the cool pool of actors he always draws on. You know, Richard Brake's in there. But it's just... yeah, it's awful.
You don't like the dream sequence where they basically redo Halloween 2
Right.
inside Halloween 2?
You know, and if he just went with that, it probably would have been a better movie. You know, if he just followed that through and improved on what Halloween 2 lacks. But no.
Okay. Well, my feelings about that one. I quite like it, actually. I really think it's cool. I feel like, again, stellar performance with Danielle Harris as Annie and her very tragic death.
She's one of the bright spots. She and Brad Dourif.
Yeah, and then Brad Dourif is the sheriff. He fucking kills it. I like the weird white horse shit because I love anytime a movie jumps the rails. And in a franchise like this, I'm happy for them to jump the rails because they got nowhere to go anyways. So why not? If you got to try to explain it somehow, I think this idea that it's this weird like family hereditary thing, I'm okay with that. A third film with like the scout version of Laurie being all crazy, I could go for that. I'd watch that. I love the look of Michael in this one, with the really fucked up mask. Those scenes where he's in like the jacket with the hood up and he's all like muddy and dirty and shit. I think it's such a cool look, and Tyler Mane's my favorite portrayal of Michael Myers, so I just love that look at him, just big and imposing, the hood up and in the rain, it's all slick and nasty, and he's just marching toward his victim. Fucking awesome.
Okay.
There was supposed to be a sequel to this. There's been a few different like rumors about what it was about. It was going to be called Halloween 3D. So we know it was going to do 3D shit because that was
the time.
The time. The only thing that ever came out about what it was maybe going to be is apparently they were going to start it by retconning this second film. And they were going to change the ending. That what you saw was kind of like a hallucination type thing that Laurie had. And actually she was the one that stabbed and killed Loomis. And it was going to start with her in like an insane asylum. And that they're worried that she was going to like pick up.
Was Zombie attached to this? Do you know?
I think he was, but I think he wanted to do something different. And I think ultimately that's kind of why it died, is like no one knew where to go from there.
Right.
Which again is just a huge problem that plagues this whole franchise.
Indeed.
Okay. So what's your, this would now be my number 11, correct?
Yeah. What's your number 11?
My number 11, which I expect is maybe not far off from yours, David Gordon Green's Halloween 2018.
You might be surprised about this.
Oh, you ranked this one higher? I'm surprised.
I did. I was too.
I just don't like any of these. I think David Gordon Green's terrible at doing horror films. I don't think he should be put near them anymore. I'm very happy that The Exorcist Believer bombed so bad they just canned that trilogy.
I still haven't watched that one.
As bad as these do. If you think these three are bad, just buckle the fuck up if you ever want to go watch that one. And the amount of like shitting that it does on the original film, which is generally a problem I have with all of those Blumhouse films, is I feel like they don't respect the franchise in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And that goes all the way back to that decision that ignore them all but the first one. All those suck and don't matter. We're going to do something better.
Yeah.
By just doing what we've already done again.
Right.
Special bonus points for this one, trying to have podcaster main characters. As a podcaster, I will always say podcasters fucking suck. Nobody wants to watch movies about them. And that's okay. And it's not a problem. It shouldn't be. And I hate everything with them and them being fucking obnoxious. Ooh, we're going to pay you, Laurie, to come meet Michael. We can have this cool moment. It'll be cool. No. That's like the only kills I'm happy about in the whole movie because, like, yeah, they deserve to die.
Yeah.
Again, Sartain, just huge wasted potential. None of the things that they do by erasing the other films are really cool or meaningful in it to me. I think that Laurie becoming like crazy gun nut recluse is like a weird direction. Yeah. Like I can see the justification for it, but it's also, again, you said it earlier, weird because like it's this one dude that killed like 3 people one night.
Yeah.
And then was never seen again for like 40 years.
Yeah. At least in H2O, okay, she was an alcoholic then too, but you know what? She was teaching.
Yep, she had moved away.
Yeah.
She had changed her name.
Right.
She clearly knew of these other killings that happened that would have been like shit that happened.
Maybe.
That's
maybe
arguable.
Not.
That's arguable.
I think they're supposed to be knowing all that.
There's a big debate whether 4, 5, and 6 are in continuity.
I don't think they're supposed to be.
At the very least, you have 2 and the fucking hospitals shit going on, so that it was a bigger to-do than just a few murders.
Yeah.
And then the fact that he fucking shows up and he was stalking her the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then here it's just so arbitrary. He's captured. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
And you have to connive this elaborate plot to make a thing happen again.
Yeah.
Don't like it, hate it. Hate their showdown at the end where they try to make it be like she's flipped it and now she's like stalking him.
Yeah.
Really dumb.
Girl power.
As much as I think that Judy Greer did a good job, and I'm pretty okay with the chick that played the granddaughter. I don't remember her name.
So I thought she was obnoxious in this movie.
Andy Matichak as Allison. I think she's all right. But yeah, the fucking like girl boss, let's trio defeat him at the end is so lame and so dumb.
Yeah.
And then like the fact that they forcefully give it this ambiguous ending. He's locked in a sealed cellar basement in a burning building that's collapsing.
Yeah.
And then they want to connive a way to make him live through that.
Especially when you've already planned to make 2 more movies. Because I know they had planned a series. It's like, why would you do that? You know?
Which again, I go back to, what if Dr. Sartain took over for a moment?
Or anyone else.
That would have been, because then they kill him right at the end, and then they pull the mask off, and it's like, he's still out there.
Yeah.
Boom, right into the next film.
Or have a character that's obsessed with Laurie because they're like one of those freaky, true crime people.
Yeah, make them the killer.
And then he gets it in his head, I'm going to become Michael and I'm going to kill Laurie.
I'm going to continue the story.
Yeah.
Bam,
that's interesting. It's more interesting. That's better.
Automatically. Oh, fuck those. God damn.
Yeah.
What's your number 10?
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Okay. Man, tough crowd.
I really do not like the Rob Zombie Halloween films, obviously. I mean, first of all, it's a remake. Fuck remakes. I'm so fucking sick of remakes. Some remakes were great, but by and large, they're not. I did not want to see him as a little kid. I didn't give a shit about what happened to him as a kid. I don't care about a bunch of rednecks yelling profanities at each other for an hour or however long it was. No compelling characters. There's no one I liked.
Except Annie.
And Malcolm McDowell, although, I mean, he's no,
You really need both films to get his, like, arc.
Yeah. He's no Donald Pleasance, but he's still Malcolm McDowell.
Because in the first one, a lot of the time, you're just like, man, this Loomis sucks.
And it wasn't scary. It wasn't compelling. I didn't care for the new stuff he added. Yes, he went in a different direction. I guess some credit is due there. Mm-hmm. But then once it's done telling little baby Michael's story,
it speed runs the original film.
It becomes a remake and it's just full of unlikable characters. I don't fucking care. And brutality isn't enough. There's plenty of movies I watch that have brutal kills, and that's great, but it's just that's not what I go to a Halloween movie for.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So I have that one higher, but to chime in on it, again, I love everything he's doing. I like that if we're going to have this reboot, let's shift it in a different direction and try something else. It's got my favorite Michael, Tyler Mane. I like McDowell's weird, like, shitty version of Loomis that kind of has a redemption arc across the 2 films. Again, Scout Taylor Compton. She's gorgeous. She's cute. I like her as Laurie. I don't see Laurie as much of a sacred character as some people act like. Fucking love Annie in this one. The definitive version of Annie. Great job, Danielle Harris. I like the little kid stuff. I think it's interesting to try to give a backstory to this. We don't need a backstory for Michael. That's the first thing. Don't have to have it. If you keep making sequels, eventually you have to have it by nature of making sequels. I mean, so if you're going to try, I'm fine with what they went with. If you don't like it, I can understand. I like a lot of the asylum part too, when he's like in there and just shit's going on. Danny Trejo cameo was the one like dude that's working there. I just like it. It's over the top. It's crazy. It's excessive. It's too much at all times. And I kind of respect it for that and enjoy it for it.
It's just like it's like a 14-year-old,
it is
Korn fan made it.
It is. Yeah. It's like me at the height of loving nu metal. If you gave me a budget and told me to make a Halloween film, this is what I would have made.
Right.
And that's part of why I like it, because it's fine. It's sometimes fine to just say, this is shit, but I'm cool with it. And I really came to love these 2 films more when I saw the Blumhouse trilogy. And that really made me get my feeling of like, okay, just redoing the same shit again does not work. And will never work.
I agree with that.
And so for whatever it's worth, they tried something. For me, it worked, and I dig it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So then that brings us to my number 10, which is... Oh, crap. Hold on. My number 10, which is Halloween Ends.
Okay, that's my number 9.
Okay, so we're pretty close on that. Yeah, I think it's of the 3 Blumhouse films, it's probably the most interesting one. Just in like the ideas and what it tried to do.
Yes.
Again, my biggest issue with it is that like it's literally a plot that needed a trilogy to play out in, and they tried to do it in one film.
Yeah.
And also have the plot of Laurie having a final penultimate showdown
Right.
with Michael,
Right.
which is so tacked on and so
it
fucking
is.
weak and so fucking lame.
Yep.
But there's a moment in there in the middle of the film where you're kind of like, you see what it could have been. And for that reason, I do elevate it slightly higher.
This should have been the first movie. Yeah, it's...
Like, literally just bloat this up to be 3 movies worth.
Right.
And then cut it.
They finally get around to doing something interesting. And this one is... For me, Halloween Ends and the 2018 Halloween are almost...
Yeah, very close.
Yeah. But this at least is being a little different with that Corey character and stuff like that, and where it's going. But
And some of the subplots I do like Allison's attraction to him, but then like Laurie can kind of tell he's not right. And so there's like a drama between them on that, which of course, teen love, that's always a precarious thing anyways. So that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time to do all this shit in one movie.
No. And it suffers from all the same issues that the other Blumhouse movies have.
And then the final death part is so overblown, and it's that Evil Dies Tonight thing again.
Yeah.
Where they have to make it this big triumphant ceremonious thing.
Yeah.
That they kill him for sure, definitively, positively, the final time for sure.
Which we've already seen, because that was in H2O. She cut his fucking head off.
Yeah.
And then at least it had a decency to fucking end. You know, it didn't have to go on for 15 minutes. Oh, we're putting his body in the big mulcher thing. Oh. That means anything. Like there's not going to be another Halloween movie,
Right, yeah.
Somewhere there's in the cod who wants more money,
Of course. Always. Which brings us to your number 9.
Halloween Ends.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about that?
No.
No? Okay. Cool. Which brings us to my number 9.
Yes.
Which is Halloween Part 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.
Okay.
Which you
wound up ranking this higher.
You actually ranked this higher. I'm surprised. Okay.
I did.
What's to say about it? It's probably easily the worst of the original 6, I would say. Some may say otherwise, like Jason.
I think 6 is worse.
Terrible mask. Really dumb way to continue Part 4, which was overall a pretty great film. I feel like first mistake was getting rid of Rachel, because she was a very strong lead in the first film. She had a very strong bond with Jamie.
Agreed.
Just expanding that across another film just seems like a great idea, but instead they immediately kill her and then give us a Jamie that can't speak because she's traumatized.
Yeah.
So she's kind of nothing for a lot of the film.
Yep. She still puts a great performance.
She does, though. And that's a testament to what a good actress she is, that without talking, she can still convey so much emotion.
Yeah.
And he's really slight in the film, but I love the little boy that she befriends.
Oh, yeah.
At like the place for like kids with messed up issues. And how he like actually tries to like help and understand her and stuff.
He's like interpreting for her.
Yeah, it's a really like sweet little like side plot in the film. And then, like I said, Tina, fucking love Tina. She's like the only reason I ever rewatch this film every single time.
She is very happy about the kittens that she finds.
She is,
and for that,
as am I.
And her sexy outfit. Perhaps I'm being too harsh on her.
It's got some fun kills, but yeah, it's pretty unremarkable, pretty bottom of the barrel. And then, worst of all, it has a cliffhanger ending where the ominous black-gloved man explodes.
The man in black. Oh, who's the man in black? Oh, why did he rescue Michael? Oh.
We'll tell you next time. After you wait many, many years.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like the wet fart of the franchise, I'm going to say.
It's bad. Granted.
Pretty bad.
It's still higher on my list.
Okay.
Because outside of part 3, spoiler, the original continuity to me is better than anything else that came after it. Just because I respect the fact that they kept trying to continue it.
That's fair.
I always respect that about a horror franchise. like the Friday 13th movies to a point. Freddy, I mean, they always kept building on what came before.
Sure. And even A New Nightmare, kind of, those films still exist in that continuity just as films.
Right. All right, so what number is this?
So that should bring us to your number 8.
Number 8. My number 8 is 2018's Halloween.
Okay. Anything else to add about it?
It was a mistake to do in the first place. A filmmaker has no point, no reason to be making a Halloween film.
How did you feel when they announced it and it was like, oh, Blumhouse has the rights?
When I heard it was another remake or ignoring continuity, I lost so much interest because I hate that. I just fucking hate that. It's like this is the second time the franchise has done that.
Yeah.
Honestly, 3 if you include Halloween 3.
Right. It's a weakness.
Yeah. And that right there tells you that you should just not make this movie. Just make something else. Make something original, for the love of fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'm always mixed because, like, Blumhouse has done some films I just fucking love. And then it's done a lot of stuff that I hate.
Blumhouse is quickly becoming a liability.
So I'm like,
the way they're gobbling up these horror franchises, this isn't good. It's not good for one company that owned this many horror franchises.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is just like
they're all going to become the same. It's going to be the same fucking movie.
And that really sank in with Exorcist Believer because it really did, just like it was that same template.
Yep.
Again,
trying to be artsy, you get competent filmmakers, and the director is competent. I can't remember his fucking name to save my life.
David Gordon Green.
Right.
He's not good with this, I don't think. He's good with other stuff.
The technology of the movie's fine. It's shot well. It's acted well for what it is. I like the look of Michael. I like the mask. I think the actor does a good job portraying him. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck is the point of this movie?
All right. My number 8 is Halloween, H20 or H2O, however you want to say it.
Okay.
20 years later.
That is number 7 for me.
Okay, so we're still close, but a little off. So to get into this one, this was the first time they attempted to reboot the continuity.
Yep.
Not happy with it. Directed by Steve Miner, which is kind of cool. Getting some Friday the 13th people in on the mix. But unfortunately, this one's pretty fucking bad. And honestly, this is the one film that, like, it scattershots all over my list. Year to year, I can feel differently about it. I have sometimes put this almost at the bottom. I think now I'm in a place where I'll never put it below any of the Blumhouse films. But there's still some range. I sometimes, like, 5 kind of rises higher for me sometimes. I think especially when I see it recently, and I'm really jazzed up about Tina, I'll elevate it further than maybe it deserves. Or
right.
I can easily put it above this film, though, still. But what's good about it? Bringing back Jamie Lee Curtis, of course.
Sure.
Getting that final showdown kind of thing. I think Josh Hartnett is all right as John, her son.
There's something about him I never liked.
He has a weird vibe to him.
He's very punchable.
I think it's cool that we get the Janet Leigh cameo. That's a cool little throw in.
Right, and she's even has the psycho car, and you hear snatches of the music.
That's a fun little, like, horror.
Yeah, it's a nice little bow to horror royalty.
But I mean, terrible mask. We already talked about it.
It's terrible, Michael.
Terrible side characters, notably, and this was a mistake that they start here and then continue in the next one. Getting a celebrity, LL Cool J, as the security guard, Ronnie Jones.
Yeah.
And we get these extended scenes of him practicing his fucking, like, poetry and shit for his girlfriend.
Yeah. And a bunch of vapid, nothing teenage. This is such a late 90s movie. Like, such a late 90s movie.
Like, really, it's just all the Jamie Michael stuff. And there's not enough of it.
No, there's not. There really isn't.
And the ending is cool, but I feel like I now always have to just put that asterisk after I say that because they made a sequel, and that sequel reversed the ending.
If they stopped here, because you can even squint and still think maybe this is still connected to the Thorn trilogy, for lack of a better word.
Because she moved away.
She faked her death.
She doesn't know.
She moves away. She abandons her daughter. And there could be another reason why she has guilt and stuff.
And then we can assume, like, say it's the theatrical cut of 6, so okay, he slaughters the cult. And then what does he do? He just starts fucking roaming.
Right.
And then he gets the whiff of her and zeroes in.
Sure,
let's go.
Right. And if they stopped it there, it would be higher on my list, maybe.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, it's a late 90s piece of crap.
And it's one of those ones, every time I go back to it, I like it a little less.
That fucking scene where she sees him again for the first time, and he's looking at her through the window with his big stupid eyes, the big eye holes. It's just...
I want to see the eyes.
It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be this big moment, but it just looks goofy.
And then they fucking put it on, like, the VHS box and other shit to promote it.
Yeah.
And you just pick it up, and you're like, ugh. Yeah. Okay. So that was my 8, and then your 7 was also that.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Which brings me to my 7.
Yes.
Which was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Okay.
Already talked about it.
Yeah.
There you go. So then your number 6.
Oddly enough, my number 6 is Halloween 6.
Oh, okay.
Which I really don't like. But again, at least it's trying to continue the continuity.
Sure.
But it's like we said before, it completely disrespects Jamie Lloyd. It disrespects Daniel Harris. The whole Cult of Thorn thing is just... It does make me think a little bit of Halloween 3.
That's the thing that's cool about it, and they didn't make that fucking connection.
If they just went all the way with it and went to that sci-fi route or whatever, you know what? Even if Michael Myers was like a fucking android at this point, like from part 3, I would have been okay with it.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Because at least it would have explained his inability to fucking die. But it's just a mess of a movie, which is obvious because of those 2 cuts. Like, no one knew what they were doing. It was a cash grab. It was a follow-up to a movie that also fucked it up from the very beginning of the film.
I mean, they clearly didn't know what they were doing with it, right? Because, 5 came out in 89, and then 6 came out in 95.
Yeah. So
they waited, was that 6 years? 6 years
Yep.
to do another film.
Because 5 pretty much killed it because no one gave a shit. And then they're like, oh, well, we got the rights. Let's make this movie. Let's get some more money.
It's Dimension. We got to keep our rights.
Was it Dimension by then?
I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bad movie. It's a mess. I don't care. It's yet another baby movie, too. God damn it. Paul Rudd's fun, sure. But he's just not, like, the female character who I can't even remember. Completely forgettable. Completely forgettable.
He's kind of the, I guess, like, we have our final boy of Friday the 13th that really stands out.
Yeah.
With Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they did finally get around to doing Tommy, Doyle, which finally, but and Donald Pleasance. I mean, the man. I mean, he died before this movie came out. So I mean,
he gave it his all.
It's not his fault, but it's just really sad to see him so old and frail, and they're trotting him out to do this one more time.
All right, here's your trench coat.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my number 6.
Okay, my number 6 is the original first Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Okay.
Which we already talked about.
Yep.
What is your number 5?
My number 5 is Halloween 5.
Okay.
You're going to see a pattern from here on.
It's funny that I've championed it more and yet you rated it higher.
I did.
But again, you have this shield that you say those first 6 are kind of...
That, and I really hate the remakes and the reboots a lot.
Sure. Okay.
Halloween 5 is bad. But... it is trying to continue the continuity. It fucks up immediately by wussing out on one of the best endings.
Oh yeah,
and I'm serious when I say this. One of the best endings of any horror film. I fucking love the end of Halloween 4.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
They wuss out.
All right away.
For some reason, Jamie Lloyd can't speak. They kill Rachel right off the bat, pretty much. They replaced her with much less likable Tina, even though I know you got a hard on for her, which is fine, understandable.
They don't give Tina the time to be a character.
They don't. She didn't even kill her stepmother or her foster mother that she was stabbing at the end of the 4th one. She's fine. She's okay. We hear about off screen. She tried to kill her, but didn't actually kill her. So they completely whiff out on the cool ending of part 4 of the potential that had.
It's the first time they have this idea of what if it's like a family thing?
Yeah. Or even just trauma.
Yeah.
Affects people and,
They've tried this 3 times and it's never Never paid off right.
And I mentioned it before, but the only scene that's really interesting in this is when Michael has the different mask. After he's killed the other guy confusingly named Michael. I guess that was an excuse to have Tina call him Michael.
Yeah.
His real name. But I love the looks he gives her when he's behind the Rhonda Hatton mask. The fact that he doesn't kill her. You know? He's kind of fucking around with her in the car and stuff. And then has to drive off because the cops are there. That's interesting.
Sure.
Him chasing Jamie Lloyd around is interesting. You know, stabbing her through the vent and stuff. Like, it's pretty brutal trying to kill a kid like that. But the whole Man in Black thing, you know he's bad because he kicks a dog.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's dressed in black.
It is in 5, right, where he takes the mask off and you see his face? Or is that in 4?
You see it some in 5, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't know. We saw him he took his fucking mask off in the first movie. You know, he's just a dude.
Sure.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
So that's my number 5.
Okay. My number 5, spicy pick by me here. Halloween 2.
Okay. Mine.
I have a confession.
You don't like Halloween 2?
I have never really liked Halloween 2.
Okay, that's fair.
It's got some cool kills.
Yeah.
Some brutal kills. Some of the best kills in the franchise, as we've proven. And I like that they ramp up kind of, everything. That's, I think, what you should do in a sequel for, the violence and gore and stuff.
Sure.
But I don't know. It's just they put her in a hospital and she's stuck there the whole time. She loses a lot of agency and control.
Yeah, no, that's the weakest part.
We spend a lot of time faffing around with Loomis, lore dropping the sibling stuff to expand the plot.
Right.
Which none of it really adds up to be too enjoyable. And I don't know. It's just one of those ones that I kind of feel bored sometimes when I go back to rewatch it.
Right.
It just doesn't lock me in and engage me in the same way.
Right.
I think because a lot of the ways when you watch it, it's at its best when it's a direct follow to the original. And so sometimes if I watch it in a vacuum by itself, I feel like I've watched half a movie. Yeah. Even though it is a whole film.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Halloween 2 is my number 2 pick.
Okay. So you're quite high up on it.
It is. You're right. The weakest part about this is Laurie Strode being completely no agency. She's just there. Yeah. It's kind of interesting because she's drugged and she's hurt and she's, there's not much she can do to fight back. So she's doing what she can. And that's kind of interesting. But I think it would have been far more. I love how it picks up right where the first one ends.
Yeah, that is cool.
Because that really hadn't been done before, as far as I know.
There's always a jump in time or so much later. Or...
Yeah. And that's neat. And I think it would have been cooler if he just wandered off somewhere else and didn't go after Laurie. Yeah. He just finds some other teenagers to terrorize. And Loomis is hunting him down again.
Yeah, he could have been your through line.
Yeah, because even that line that I think it's the sheriff has, or maybe it's Pleasance in the first movie where it's we've got these houses and they're just all lined up. It's like a smorgasbord for him. Mm-hmm. And he's just going around trying to kill his sister over and over and over again. That would have been more interesting.
Yeah, if it's more about reenacting that murder,
right,
than it is about Laurie specifically.
Yeah, exactly. Because he put Judith's gravestone by Annie. It's this is my sister. I've killed her again. Yeah. Oh, there's another girl. I'm going to kill her too. My sister. It's
Jason. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So that would have been cooler. But having said that, I do like the hospital setting. It does have some cool kills, like we mentioned before. Mm-hmm. I don't mind I guess I do mind it. This is really where it's sort of fucking up, where it made her his sister. Yeah. His actual sister. Mm-hmm. That's where it fucked up.
It's a big choice. It implies a lot.
A lot of coincidences here. A lot of, he went back to Haddonfield because that's where he lived. He went back to his house. He was just hanging out at his house when Laurie came by, Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was completely unnecessary. And also, they pretty definitively fucking kill Michael. Yeah. At the end of this one too. Now I do like Halloween 4, but I mean the fucker gets shot in both eyes and gets completely immolated. Mm-hmm.
Can't really come back from
he's
that.
Fucking dead.
Unless you're animated by the powerful runes of a druidic cult.
Or you're a robot.
Yes.
So anyway, okay, that's my thoughts on Halloween 2.
Cool.
But I get your criticisms. They're perfectly valid.
That's very generous of you. What is your number 4?
I will allow you to have your opinion.
What is your number 4?
Halloween 4.
Oh, okay. Cool.
First one I saw in the theater has a pretty good story. Okay, Michael Myers is back. He's been in a coma for 10 years. Even though he was completely immolated and shot in both eyes, apparently he's healed up. He's like Jason Voorhees and Jason X. They're, you know, they want to study him because of his regenerative properties. But yeah, no. Okay, hand wave that. Forget about that. Blah, 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 blah.
Forget about that. It's been a few years.
I like the atmosphere of this one. It's very Halloween-y.
This is the most Halloween-feeling Halloween film that has Michael Myers in it.
Yeah, right. You got Jamie Lloyd. You know, you got Danielle Harris playing her. She's great. She's fantastic.
It's so easy to get a child acting part wrong.
Yeah.
And then the obnoxious.
Whoever cast her like deserves a fucking Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel's great. I love the relationship. I like and it's a more grounded movie. There are some parts that get more violent than other parts, but it's also more of a subtle movie in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. It's really, I feel like it's one of the best constructed films in the franchise, just in like the cinematography. I love the intro where it's like, you got the wind.
Yeah.
And it's that fall season.
It's like an old Universal movie because it's like storming and they start talking about his sister and it just brings him back to life. You know?
It's cool.
And they keep the through line. Okay. So, because in this continuity, Laurie's dead, right? Mm-hmm. But he hears about his niece, and he's like, "Okay, family member, I gotta go kill her." Okay, fine. If you're doing the family thing,
it's on.
Cool. Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Also, special mention to Kelly, played by Kathleen Kinmont.
Cops do it by the book.
Cops do it by the book. Rachel's rival in affections for her love interest.
She's great. She's unapologetically, you know, I don't want to use the word slutty because I don't like to slut shame.
Sure.
But it's like...
She's confident in her sexuality.
She doesn't give any shits, man.
And when I was refreshing myself to make sure I didn't miss anyone, most like big news outlet type places that do this kind of stuff, a lot of them put Kelly at the top for like hottest girl. And I think that's valid.
I could see that. I like Loomis in this. I mean, he should be dead too because he was in that room that blew up.
Yeah. I like his look though with like the burned up face and stuff.
Yeah.
And I like how they cast him where he's kind of this madman now that like he's lost a lot of his credibility because he's just like Michael's out there.
Yeah.
I love the scene where he hitches the ride with the preacher. Yeah. And he has that whole speech about how you're chasing evil and stuff. Uh-huh. Really fucking epic. And even like when he catches them at the gas station.
That's a cool sequence.
Yeah, and he's almost
in the bandages and stuff.
Yeah, he's almost about to catch him, and then Michael kind of dupes him and gets away.
Yeah, and then that ending is just fucking
iconic
pure
ending.
Gold.
Yeah,
and I love it. He's about to fucking drop this little girl too. He brings out his gun and he's about to fucking shoot her until the sheriff stops him. And it's a great ending, fun movie. I'm probably a little partial to it because I saw it in the theater. It was the first one.
Sure.
It was a good time. But yeah, I love part 4.
Killer. My number 4 is Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. I guess I'll asterisk it and say the producer's cut because without some of those extra bits, I would probably put it lower. Mm-hmm. We already talked about it. No, nothing else needs to be said.
Right.
Some cool ideas, but many a misstep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, your number 3?
My number 3 is Halloween 3.
Oh, you're just matching up your numbers here. Okay.
It went 1 through 6. Yeah.
What do you want to say about this?
Halloween 3. We talked about this before. Is not the good one because they ain't got Michael in it.
Not got Michael Myers in it.
But there's so much to like about this. Carpenter came back. He wrote the script.
One of the best scores.
One of the best scores
of any horror film of any time.
Tom Lee Wallace is a great director, I think. Kind of underappreciated. Tom motherfucking Atkins is in it.
And I guess we should mention it because we haven't at all this entire time, but this was supposed to be the face of the franchise that every year they would do a Halloween movie and it would be a new plot, new continuity. It was going to be like an anthology kind of deal.
If they hadn't done Halloween 2 with Michael Myers, if 3 was 2, I think they could have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
But the slasher craze was already established by that time. You had to keep bringing the guy back.
You can't stop.
Yeah. But it's the far out crazy plot of this is just nuts. And I love it for that. It's also a very Halloween-y movie. I love the masks.
They're so cool.
That shot of all the kids trick-or-treating all over the country. Especially with that red sunset and stuff.
Yeah, the movie poster. That shot.
Yeah.
So cool looking.
That's iconic. I mean, that is just... Oh, it's so good.
I just saw, I think it's Fright Rags. They just did a line of t-shirts and merch for weapons. And one of the shirts for weapons is the kids running, but it's a recreation of that Halloween 3 poster.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and it looks so cool.
And that's already iconic, too. The whole weapons thing.
Yeah, the kids with their arms out. Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
I love that movie. Yeah, we talked about the crazy plot that makes no sense. Doesn't matter. I love the fact that these people are going through so much trouble just to murder so many children. You know, it's just for what? They're not ransoming anyone.
Nope.
It's not like opening up a portal for some great old one to come through, as far as we know. It's just
nothing to gain, nothing to lose.
It's just the world's
just
meanest
malice.
trick. Yeah. Love it. So what's your 3?
I'm gonna say not so much about Season of the Witch right now because I put it pretty high. But my number 3 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Right.
There's almost a world where if it was like there was 1 and 4, I'd be like, cool. Great little 2-film companion piece there.
Yeah.
Bookends with Michael as a little kid killing his sister, and then you get to the end of 4 and you got Jamie killing her mom.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man! Those 2 films, they just like bookend really well.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Love Rachel. She's great.
Yeah.
She's the final girl for me in this franchise.
She should have been in more movies.
Really should have been in 5, but is what it is. What's your number 2?
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2. Okay, which we already talked about.
Yep.
My number 2 is the original Halloween.
Oh, blasphemy!
Yes.
Blasphemous
choice. Whoa. I mean, we've already talked about it. It's iconic. It's legendary.
Everyone
It
knows
defines
this.
so many tropes.
Yes.
It's great. It's perfect. You can rewatch it 1,000 times, and you'll always appreciate it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful, and it's lovely, and it's great.
It's a perfect movie. It's a perfect horror film.
Perfect movie.
Yep. But you like Halloween 3 more.
I do like Halloween 3 more.
That is your favorite Halloween movie.
It is my number 1 film in the Halloween franchise.
Really?
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I'm assuming then the original is your number 1. Correct. Is there anything else you want to say about the original Halloween?
It's just one of the most perfect horror films.
I mean, it's almost impossible to discuss because it's all been said.
That's I mean, there's a reason it gets the credit for establishing the slasher trend, even though it wasn't the first one.
Right.
I mean, Black Christmas predates it. It's almost the same formula. You know. But it's just done perfectly. It's creepy. It still sticks with you. That fucking score.
Halloween took what Black Christmas did and made it look good.
Yeah.
Like real good.
It's not stupid.
Yep.
You know,
never stupid.
Yeah.
Even the most disposable of the teens still feel like a character.
Yeah.
Like a real person.
Right.
Not just a trope.
Exactly. Yeah, everyone's realistic. It's great.
Sometimes you even forget like the parts that are funny, kind of just peppered in. Like I love when Loomis sees the kid like sneaking around.
You, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
And then just kind of like the almost weird pseudo like buddy cop of him and Sheriff Brackett running around.
Yeah.
And him trying to like win him over to his side.
And that scene where he's brandishing his gun.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you must think I'm quite crazy or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have a permit. And people forget, I mean, you forget how scary this movie truly is because you've seen it 100 times. But man, this movie, it's fucking scary.
Mm-hmm. There was nothing else like it at the time.
Right.
And then I wanted to ask you whenever we talked about this one, how do you feel about the TV cut with the extra footage?
I think it makes it a little bit bloated.
It does.
It's not necessary.
I get why they wanted to do it to try to tighten up those connections.
It was also pretty common to film a longer version for TV.
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't add anything. It's interesting to see. I'm glad it's there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it just adds bloat to it.
I thought about it because as I was remembering like how I got into Halloween, it probably was the TV cut that I saw the first time. Mm-hmm. So like from the jump, I was like, oh, they're brother and sister.
Right, because they went back and reshot that and put it in.
They put in that extra convo with the nurse.
Right.
Yep.
And if that's the first one you've seen, maybe that makes more sense.
I was just like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It's almost like George Lucas shit right there, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe Michael has a high midi-chlorian count, but it's tainted by the dark side. And that's why
that's
it's
a
so
different
evil.
series we could talk about someday and rank all those. Wouldn't that be fun?
Shoo! I don't know if you could make it through that one.
Yeah, I'd probably explode at you.
But then I guess let me wrap up on Season of the Witch on this.
Yeah.
I sometimes think, like, if I had to delete this franchise but one film, which one would I save? And I really feel like I would still save Season of the Witch.
Really?
Because, like, I mean, the original Halloween is so iconic and so huge, but there's no other film that is like Season of the Witch in existence.
I mean, this is true.
I've never seen another horror film that is like has the same vibe, the same tones, the same energy. It's truly just this weird, unique movie. And I think it is so fucking good and so entertaining. And it's just like maxed out on those Halloween vibes and that spirit of like the fall. I love it for all those things.
Yeah.
That first time I watched it, I was like, oh my God, I have wasted so much of my life
Yeah.
avoiding this movie for the simple fact that people said, you don't want to watch that one. It doesn't have Michael Myers. And then when I finally watched it, I had this realization and I was like, dude.
Don't listen to people.
Well, number one, don't listen to people. Always form your own opinions.
Yeah.
But number two, this is a film franchise with like 10 plus movies and most of them fucking suck.
Yeah.
And one of the best ones is this one that doesn't even have them.
Right. Right. And that's at the end of the day, that's what I've come to. There's one Stone Cold classic. Okay, maybe two Stone Cold classics with 1 and 3. A couple of pretty good ones.
Sure.
1 or 2 average ones.
Yeah, some average with like a neat idea.
And a fuck ton of just shit.
Yeah.
You know? And I can't even say that about the Friday the 13th movies.
Sure.
Because I genuinely like most of those. I recognize that they're trash, but they're enjoyable, fun trash. And I would watch almost any one of those any day of the week before most of these Halloween films.
Hell yeah. And that's my thing, like, and again, this is all subjective in the end, but
Sure.
for me, Friday the 13th, it's always a decline, but it's like a slow decline. And
Yeah.
I'm having fun the whole ride down.
Right.
Number one, with Halloween, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You're hitting lows and then shooting back up, and then you're going lower than you thought you could go.
Yeah.
And then you're off the tracks, and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Right.
And then, like, God, it's just so all over the place. And then the different continuities, and then they reboot, and this doesn't matter anymore, but now this matters. And then we're pretending that never happened, but now this happened.
Yeah.
Even like one film to one film with so much will fucking change. And in the end, I'm like, you know what? I don't really need it.
Right.
I truly don't need it. It's fun. I'll watch them. I revisit them. But it's like it's just fluff, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Couple of classics. And, yeah.
Again, that's just us. You know, if you have a deep-seated love of this franchise, more power to you, man. The biggest thing I'll say is it's cool to talk about stuff. It's cool to debate it. But at the end of the day, champion the things you love.
Yeah.
And if that's the Halloween franchise, then by God, stand by it.
That's right.
To the end.
Yeah. Hey, you do you. But I need 1 through 4, and that's it.
I could leave the rest.
Yeah.
Even the bits I like about the other ones, I could leave them.
Right.
Yeah.
Same.
So the last thing I want to talk about before we wrap up here, let's talk about the future. There's no words on anything concrete, film or show wise. The biggest thing we probably have on the horizon is a video game. Mm-hmm. There's a new game in the works by Gun Media. That's the people that made the Friday the 13th game and then later the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I know you've not played these, Jason.
Yeah,
You're
no,
old school gamer, so I loved the Friday the 13th game. I'm obviously predisposed to, but
I always wish I had played it because it looks cool.
it was so much fun. It was so, like, the theming and the flavor of the films was so well in it. And just the way they used the score, and they would kind of cue it where, like, if he was nearby, the music would kind of change slightly, subtly,
Right.
and kind of tip you off just a moment too soon.
Yeah.
The animations, the kills, everything. Even the crazy, like, social dynamics where it was mostly just an online game for people. Like, I literally, like, I had it day one and was in the chaos as they were, like, patching it and trying to fix it and
Right.
improve it. And so you'd have shit like, oh, I found the gas canister for the boat. And then someone else is like, oh, I found the keys for the boat. Cool, let's go get the boat and get out of here. And then we hike over there, and I'm pouring the gas in the boat. And then a dude runs up out of nowhere with the shotgun and is like, both of you step away from the boat or I will shoot you and kill you. I'm getting away from Jason.
Jesus.
And then we're like, holy shit, what do we do now? So we're just standing there frozen, right?
Right.
And then the next thing we know, Jason pops up behind that dude and lifts him up and fucking chokes him out. And then it's literally like a moment from the film. We're like, oh God, get in the boat, get in the boat, get in the boat. And then we get in the boat and we race off, and then he jumps in the water and he's faster in the water. And the next thing you know, the boat tips over and the other guy I'm with, he's being like drowned and choked out under the water. So then I'm like swimming back to shore. And it was just so fun and so
great.
cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
By the end of it, I didn't like it as much. They started to like, patch things, tweak this, tweak that.
Right.
If you are a video gamer and a fan of horror, I think like one of the biggest horror games is Dead by Daylight, which has cool ideas and cool characters, but it's very geared to be like a competitive multiplayer game.
Ooh.
Where it's really, really balanced. And it's balanced in a way that to me is not fun.
That's not horror.
Because I want it to be in favor of the killer so that I do struggle if I'm the survivor.
Right.
And then when
that's what makes it scary.
when I do win, then it feels very meaningful.
Right.
And that was what the Friday the 13th game had at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And then they quickly started trying to make it more like Dead by Daylight and be more like quote unquote balanced.
Lame.
And that was like a flavor fail for me.
Yeah.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, I was more lukewarm on it. Their big innovation there was to have multiple killers, which was fitting with that franchise.
Sure.
But again, it was very super tuned and tweaked to be like very evenly balanced, and almost so much that I think it kind of almost favored the survivors more. And it just didn't like set me off much onto the fun factor.
Yeah.
And then the big fall down on both of those is like at the end of the day, they're just multiplayer games, right? So there's no story, there's no like new lore for the franchise or anything to follow or learn. They have said with this new Halloween game, it is going to have a single player campaign with a story that you play through. And then it'll still have the usual like so many survivors and a killer multiplayer thing. So I'll definitely keep an eye on it as someone that loves horror, loves slashers, loves gaming. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I do think they're a talented company, and I love that they stick to like what they know and love. So hopefully it'll do great. Who knows?
Probably better than the Blumhouse movies.
Bar's low there. But yeah, as for films, no films on the horizon, no shows on the horizon. I think that we definitely need a break after this Blumhouse trilogy.
I think we can stop making these fucking movies. I really do.
That's my final question.
Let's move on.
What do you want to see going forward with this franchise?
I don't want to see anything. I'm serious. I don't. We don't need another remake. We don't need another reboot. Cool. I'm sick of it. I have zero interest in it. I really do. There's no point in doing this franchise any longer, which is because I'd still love to see more Jason movies. Like
I would too.
Real Jason movies, not the fucking Platinum Dunes bullshit.
I'm cool for another Jason. I'm cool for another Freddy.
A well done Freddy, yeah. Freddy is different for me because Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger.
He is so iconic as the character. It's hard to step away from.
You'd have to find someone who really could do it right.
I mean, I would even be fine with like an animated Nightmare on Elm Street, just to get him as like the voice of Freddy and have it work still. Yeah. But that's a whole other can of worms.
I think it's time we put Halloween to rest. I really do.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
What I wrote down for this is just like I'm definitely done with Laurie Strode.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with the Strode family. Yeah. I'm done with all of that.
If there is a remake, they just need to do something completely different.
I want different. I want new. If we're gonna futz with what's been there before, let's get weird. Let's make a new sequel to 5. Do something else. Well, you have the Black Glove Man. It can be anything. Do something.
Yeah.
If we got to go with what we know, I like the Thorn Cult. It's dumb, it's stupid, but it's fun and it's crazy. So let's just do that more too. Why not?
At least they didn't throw everything out.
Right.
They just went with it.
Yeah. That's the kind of craziness you can only get by saying we're not going to ignore anything and we have to try to please the fans.
Yep.
I definitely don't want a prequel. I think that
no,
we had enough of that with the Rob Zombie film.
Yes.
I don't know.
There's no story there.
I don't know any other way you could do it than what he did to try to make it more interesting somehow.
No.
It's unnecessary.
Yep.
Now, what will we actually get? Probably just
Another remake.
another vague remake of one of the other films.
Yep.
Oh, but we'll see. And we'll be there with you, listeners, like all other fans,
And we'll still see it.
tentatively watching it. It's the Halloween franchise.
Yeah, that's the Halloween franchise. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you enjoyed coming on this journey with us as we ramble our thoughts and feelings about the Halloween franchise. Write in. Let us know, what are your favorites, least favorites, parts you love, your weird sequel that you champion a little bit more than the others for no reason because it has a special place in your heart.
Do you want to see more Halloween films?
Do you want more Halloween films? What would you want to see? What does it look like to you? What's that next film going to be?
Yeah.
What do you hope it could be? If you're a super fan and you've read all of those unproduced scripts, is there another cool one? 'Cause I'm always liking to learn about those.
Yeah.
What's out there? Yeah. I guess we've reached the end, my friend.
That's Halloween.
That's Halloween. And as we bid a fond farewell to the world of Halloween, we must move on to other things.
We must.
And that means a return to form.
What are we doing next?
What are we doing next? We're going into November, and I didn't know a good direction to go.
Yeah.
So
We can go anywhere, baby.
we could go anywhere. And I think it's finally time.
Oh, no.
We haven't talked about anime in a while.
Oh, no.
We've also not really done any pink films this year.
Uh-oh.
And as we look toward the end of the year and the dwindling number of episodes we have left,
Yes.
especially because we've missed some this year, I got a lot of ground to cover and not many picks left.
Uh-huh.
So I think this one kind of knocks out a few in one go.
Okay.
It has been long prophesied.
Uh-oh.
It has been long discussed.
Uh-oh.
And it's the perfect time to do it because they just got re-released on Blu-ray. Next episode, you and I are going to release all the seals and let out the evil so that we can discuss from 1989, originally an OVA that was then compiled into a theatrical film and directed by Hideki Takayama based on one of the most infamous mangas of all time. We are finally going to talk about Urotsuki Doji, Legend of the Overfiend.
Oh, boy. All right.
Buckle the fuck up. It is an explicit film. We will have all the usual disclaimers next time and get into that.
Yes.
We pay off our promises. I don't know what else to say.
I can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
I can't wait to talk
I have
about
the new
it.
Blu-ray. You have the new
I have
Blu-ray.
the new Blue. I've watched it.
It's going to be fun.
All right. Let's do it.
Look forward to that. Otherwise, let us know what you've been watching, what you've been checking out, what you think is cool. We always love film recommendations. We add them to a list. We pepper them in when we can, when it's fun. And we'll get to them all eventually one day, someday, somehow. Probably.
Yes.
Unless the heat death of the universe cuts us off early. All that being said, you can reach out to us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Email us at genreexposure@gmail.com. Fire up your Ouija board and conjure us into your room.
Oh, God.
I don't know what'll happen. See what happens.
Use your Cult of Thorn powers and summon us.
Yes. But only to do cool things, nothing nefarious. All that being said, you have been listening to Genre Exposure.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.